Jesus Lord. Yo, the struggle. The struggle. Bitch. Shaky ass hands. This is why I can't even play a fucking shooter game. Like, I cannot be steady. I also don't have the setup to be steady, but still, shit is fucking annoying. Hi. Okay, we are live. I'm gonna do a short stream, hopefully. Why am I even streaming at this hour? Because I was about to sleep, and I was like, girl, you look too damn the fuck good to go to sleep. Have y'all ever been like that? You're about to go to sleep and you're like, oh my god, that makeup is looking bomb. Like, how dare I not show it to more people? Let me like up there. You know what I'm saying? Because today I went to catch Pokemons downtown, and I decided to make myself look like a Pokemon. Slay. Anyway, I haven't played Warframe in a minute. I don't know when the next season of my cat. What is he fucking doing? All right. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't know when the next season of Nightwave is coming, but it's probably gonna start soon. So chances are I should probably try and complete it now. Also, Miza Heirloom Collection. Yes, Queen. I love me some heirloom. Although, wait, I'm not sure about the hat, but the outfit though. Ooh, bitch, this shit looking good. Mmm. Zam. I love it. Love it. Love it. Cool. All right. There's so many things that I want to buy. Like, I still don't have my beautiful Dante. I need it. It's not even funny how much I need it. Like, Dante is my main when I do stuff, and he's been looking chopped, but like it could be looking amazing. I need it. Oh, the next time I can afford to buy um plat, I'm gonna buy so much. All right. Hi Nova. Oops, that's not what I wanted to touch on. How are you, love? All right. Anyway, it is time to grind. I need to pop 10 billion relics and I also need to do Nightwave. I'm gonna see if I can do both. Because I need 20 more level to finish Nightwave. I don't know. The last time I did that, it took me what, a week and a half, 2 weeks? So hopefully by the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna be able to complete that. Guess what's special about this month? I don't know. Is it your birthday? Go shawty. It's your birthday. We're gonna party like it's your birthday. Alright. Also, oh shit, I just realized what are we today? We are of course Argentina fucking won. Anyway. No offense, but I've been a full year, I've been following you since then. Happy birthday of following? It's only been a year? Why do I feel like it's been longer than that? But hey, that's nice. That's so nice. Alright. That's actually super cool. I'm multitasking right now. Aw, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's appreciated. I got stuff to do in Warframe today. I gotta do my weeklies. I gotta do dailies. I gotta do so much because tomorrow resets. And I need to pop 10 billion relics because I don't have enough currency to buy anything at Baho. And I know that I should have been doing that for the past few months, but I didn't because I had other things to do. It's anniversary, not birthday. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, birth is about birth. I mean, it was the birth of your following me, but you know, our anniversary is better. Is it indeed? I'm gonna I'm going to. Oh yeah. And the reason also why I wanted to do this today, no, not Baho. I don't want to go see Baho, bitch. Is because I also need to um what is it that I wanted to do? I want to. Oh yeah, I miss reacting to MID asshole shit. There's that. So that's what we're doing today. Remember following you? Yeah. Non, commence pas, commence, va-t'en. No! Va-t'en, leave me alone. You're always bothering me when I start streaming, bro. I swear to God, it's like you have like a built-in annoying mod. Uh, oh yeah. So, let's start it now. Yeah. Let's start it now. We're gonna finish the last episode that I was doing the last time that I did this sort of stream. Dressed up for you all out today. Oh yeah, I forgot. I still have this thing on. I usually only have my top on, but I was outside today. But it's hot as fuck outside. But you know, I'm not gonna go out in my sport bra. But my sport bra is what I usually put on when I'm inside. It's just so not used to going outside. But yeah, no, it's fucking 10 billion degrees over here. So yeah, it's fucking hot outside. Actually, like insanely hot. I still actually you remind me that I just need to put that thing on. I don't have my what it's called my PJ on. Let me put my PJ on top of my boxers. Da, 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 da. I'm trying not to like make it only found on stream, bro. Dang. I didn't got it. Oh my god. Yes. Okay. Woo! I'm in my PJ, which is gonna be make it easier later when I'm ready to jump in bed. Ugh. All right, let's start my little podcast and judge people. I'm ready to judge and have some fun in this beach. Let's go. Did you want to challenge yourself? I don't have Warframe, but I'm free. If not, you can understand. Oh, in my Discord? I mean, do you want to listen to my Reddit commentary? Because that's what I was gonna do tonight. Usually, when people come chat with me in during that kind of stream, is because we're both doing a commentary on the stories that I'm listening to. Is that what you would like to do right now? If you want, yo, no. If you want to do a commentary with me, then sure, I can definitely make it hop in the channel. Yeah. Well, good, because it is time. Let's start it.
Well, that's kind of how Reddit, like, if you don't want something tied to your main account, you're supposed to create a throwaway account.
Mm.
Like, this
Let
is,
me know if it's
it's
too loud or too
Reddit
low.
etiquette.
Okay.
To, like-
Reddit. Come on, it's right there. It's right there.
Yeah.
All
You're
right.
quicker than me. I don't know. Okay, moving on to this next one. Coming from r/relationship advice,
Nice.
titled My 32 female, fiance, 37 male, is a homicide detective. And I'm starting to feel like he treats me more like a suspect than a partner.
Damn.
Before this gets bad and like we have to say that this is not good, this is funny. Like before it gets
I
like
mean-
scary, just being like, do me a favor. Let me know where you were Saturday, 3 p.m., 15:01.
What's your alibi?
Yeah.
My fiance and I have been together for almost 4 years. He's a homicide detective. My friends immediately started side-eyeing me. They said, don't date a cop. It's not worth it. They're all bad, etc. None of them have ever actually dated a cop, so I found their opinions more annoying than anything else. I just felt like they were basing their judgment off of a stereotype.
You don't
My
need
mom
to
said
date
similar
one.
things, but
don't you read the news? Don't you watch the news? Like, I feel like every time I hear about cops, it's not because they save a baby kitten. It's because they fucking killed someone who was unarmed. Usually a black person. No offense. But, like, I rarely hear about cops when they do good things, because that's what we expect of them, and we shouldn't necessarily always reward them for doing the fucking bare minimum, aka their jobs. I'm not saying that they don't deserve recognition if they do so, but I'm saying, like, bitch, ultimately, don't date a cop. You don't have to, bitch. You don't have to. Ah! Fuck. Oh my god! Oh, we made it in time.
she dated a cop who was a former military guy with PTSD, like 49 years ago, and based everything off of that. Lately, though,
A cop and a military? Which room do I join? Oh, give me a sec. Let me finish this real quick, and I'll hop on. Yo, on my dating profile, I put no military personnel, current or former, because I'm not dealing with a motherfucker that has PTSD because he was told to go kill innocent brown people in the Middle East. I'm not dealing with this shit. And cops, obviously, because, well, duh. Like, I'm a fucking far leftist. I feel like dating a cop would go against pretty much everything that I stand for. I feel like most of them, we don't share the same values. We don't have the same morals. We don't see the world the same way. Like, I cannot think about, like, dating a cop and then, where were you tonight? Were you part of a shooting of a person who didn't deserve to die? You know, like, I wouldn't be able to deal with that. Like, I'm a very cynical and very negative person.
though, a few things have started to bother me. I don't know if it's just that these incidents seem to be more frequent or if I was just willfully blind to it before. I'm just bothered by these things now. He records our arguments. I've known about that for a while.
Girl.
He told me it was, quote, to make sure we remember things correctly and communicate better. And I believed him at first. I didn't like it, and I thought it was petty and stupid. I asked him if he saved the recordings, and he said he deletes them once the argument was resolved. I have since found a folder on his computer labeled with dates and times, and they're recordings of arguments or other conversations we've had going back over a year.
Bro, whatever.
He notices tiny changes in my behavior and asks questions in a way that feels more like an interrogation than concern. I also recently discovered he's done background checks on some of my friends and coworkers. Sometimes his phone buzzes and he steps out for hours without explanation, but he just says he's handling work stuff whenever I ask. He makes cryptic comments like, quote, you know I only trust what I can verify. Or, quote, I like to know everything that might matter when it comes to things just between us even. not strictly talking about work,
Well,
and then he laughs it off. But the words stick. It's hard to tell when he's joking and when he's serious. I love him, but it's sometimes I feel like he's treating me like I'm some sort of suspect. He doesn't seem to trust anyone, including me. Every little disagreement feels like it could be evidence. Recently, he's made some comments related to having kids, about having a tracker on them at all times. He said he'll never let his kids spend the night at somebody else's house and that he'll do background checks on every parent of our kids' friends and teachers.
okay, so that part, as someone as someone who was raised by people in law enforcement, and yes, I know it's crazy considering the fact that I say I cab every cent I get. Um I I've seen this before. I've seen this behavior before in my parents. I would say that it's fairly sort of normal. Uh yeah. All right. All right. Let me find out where's she at? Ah, in the public one. All right.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. All right, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna make sure that my audio shits are okay in Discord.
Okay.
And so usually, because I do that a lot with like Amanda Panda Sensei, and I usually stream it straight in Discord so that you can hear it live without the delay that Twitch has.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And I also don't get double of you.
Yeah. You can basically mute like Twitch and only listen to the
All right,
Discord.
that's perfect.
I know,
I will.
right?
The woman asking, what was it? I am the idiot or I'm the asshole and everything. I was like, that woman is an idiot.
I mean,
I
she chose to date a cop.
I mean, I've had friends who date cops, and the thing is, like, when you date someone who's like a mayor or a judge, even a lawyer or a cop or whatever, when they have power and everything, it's just like you have to move out of the town practically to get away from them. I've had friends who've been married to cops for decades, had kids with them and everything, and they made their lives extremely hard.
Yeah, that's why I personally like just me personally. I feel like the only place where you see good cops is in those propaganda show, like like Law and Order, SVU, and all those cop show that makes them look like nuanced and for the greater good, but mostly good. Most of them are really good. There's only a few bad apples, and like it's hard to do this job. We get it, bitch. But like I said earlier, if there's a ball in the middle of the fucking a bowl of Skittle, and you tell me in that bowl of Skittle only 5 of them are poison in the bucket of 100, do you think I'm
Yeah,
gonna dip in? No, I don't know which one are fucking poison. Throw the whole
yeah.
fucking bucket
I
away, because the whole system is rotten. The whole system rewards bad cops, and when they don't get rewarded, they barely get a slap on the wrist for basically doing state-sanctioned murders. No,
yeah.
I am not. I don't support that shit. Also, hi, call Obsidian. All right, let's continue. Let's see what this woman has to say.
I feel like those sort of comments are becoming more frequent and it's just escalating.
Oh wait. Oh.
How do I handle this with him? How do I discuss this in a way that won't jump into a dumb argument that he inevitably records for no good reason? I honestly don't know how to bring this up to him. I've considered telling him he needs therapy because he cannot continue to live life so suspicious and paranoid about everything and everyone. I'm pretty sure he'll refuse that.
Boy, what was that book you said that was your favorite book?
Psychopath test?
Yeah, this person sounds like they're more of the, like the calls coming from inside the house type of thing. He's a homicide detective, but it sounds like he might have a little couple screws loose.
Is he giving Dexter?
No, Dexter,
No.
don't talk bad about Dexter. It's, he has morals.
He's got a code.
He's got a code.
He's got a code. Yeah.
No, this definitely sounds like there are parts of it that honestly, like when it gets into the whole like I'm gonna track my kids, they're not going to anyone's house. Like as a parent, like I have said things like that, and like just in today's society, like there are forms of like tracking and apps for that stuff. So
Yeah.
like that part of it doesn't feel.
I'm kind of with it.
Yeah, like that doesn't feel
And no
wrong.
sleepovers. I'm also
Oh my
kinda
God.
with.
Yeah. I mean, we've not, so far I could say as a parent, we've not done any sleepovers, but like the idea of like either my kid going somewhere else, I won't sleep, or kids sleeping at my house that are not my kids. I got to be responsible for other kids,
I know.
you know, but like that part of it doesn't sound that ridiculous, but like the whole like
Background checks.
recording, background checks
Yeah.
on friends and
Background check I
coworkers
can
though.
understand. Like again, my parents were law enforcement. Background checks, I'm not gonna lie, I can understand that. And I feel like more people should do background check, especially if you're an adult and you start dating. A quick background check might save you a world of pain.
But
So
to
I
be
actually
fair,
condone that.
people leave all their information online anyway, so all it takes is one Google search to find anything about anyone.
That too, but unless he's a catfish, you feel me?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Like, I don't know, did you heard the story? Like, it came out a few years ago. Who the fuck did I marry? It was super like viral on TikTok.
No, I don't have TikTok.
Oh, good. You preserve your brain. But basically, there was this series on TikTok. It was like freaking 60 episode of this black woman talking about her ex-husband. And the series was called Who the Fuck Did I Marry? And basically, like every day after work, she would, because she had like a long commute, I think, she would film herself just telling the world about it, and it became viral. Like it's crazy because it's so many episodes, and I think the maximum time that you could record at a time on TikTok is 10 minutes. So she would do like all these episodes were 10 minutes each, and mind you, when you would start the series, you wouldn't be able to stop. It was actually
Yeah.
fascinating. And like there's a
Oh
lot
my
of people who
gosh.
made video about it on YouTube. But like it's if she would have done like basically there was a lot of naivete and a little bit of like because of her fate that she kind of got stuck in a bad situation. He wasn't violent with her like physically, but mentally it was psychological warfare basically that he inflicted upon her, and he was also a big catfish. But like when she finally got his information eventually and she did the background check, she was like, what the actual fuck? This motherfucker lied about family members being dead. He lied about like his having siblings that didn't exist. He lied about talking to his siblings every day for 1 hour on the phone. He was talking to nobody on the phone. He lied about his job as a fucking CEO. He lied about his entire fucking life.
Oh my God.
Yo. Oh, and they kept pretending that they were gonna buy a house and he was gonna pay for it, but it would always fall through. And it was a whole honestly, you should watch like the video the recap on YouTube because that story is crazy. But alas.
Yeah.
Yeah, background check, ladies and gentlemen. Do a quick background check. You don't want to end up like this woman. Jesus.
Honestly, if I was a
Yeah.
cop, I kind of think I would do that.
Really?
That's wild.
You don't think so?
It
No?
just feels like such an invasion. Like background check, you get everything from like their debt, like you get a
I
lot
mean, but
of
there are certain
stuff.
things like that. Like they're looking like you're gonna tell me if your partner has a coworker that and they're like, you know what? They're actually a little weird. Like they kind of make like passing comments that are a little strange.
Well, we don't have that context though.
I know, but I'm saying though, like this is a guy that is clearly very like because of his line of work, very paranoid.
Yeah.
I'm not justifying it, but in that regard, I don't think that's the issue, the background checks. I think the recording of the arguments, lying about keeping them afterward, like
Yeah.
that sounds a little strange because I can almost imagine this person in that argument is being very aggressive and like, I'm right, you're wrong. And it's like, why are you watching that back? Like that's weird. That's a weird power thing for me.
It would really piss me off if I was like having a fight with my partner too. And he's like, actually, no, let's roll the tape. And he like backs it up and it's like, I didn't say you were a bitch. I said you were acting like a bitch. Like, you know, it's like
Yeah.
semantics, but it's like, I'm going to prove to you exactly what I said. And it's like, but this is how I took
Yeah.
it anyways.
I'm like kind of reading this in a different way. Like you guys use the word suspicious and paranoid. Like I don't really see it as that. I see it as like narcissistic, because if you are paranoid or suspicious, then these things, you can get answers for these things. Someone who is paranoid is constantly having a conversation with you about, what do we got to do about that? Blah, blah, blah. You just doing things but against people's will, behind their back, and saying it's for the greater good and the thing that we're supposed to do is a narcissistic thing to do. And I don't care that you're a homicide detective or whatever. Like if you know what's best or whatever, you're violating me by not including in me on these decisions and treating me like a child, and think that like, why am I
Yeah.
not part of the conversation? Where if you want to do a background check on someone that I know or someone that I'm spending time with, we should at least have a precursor conversation as to why you're suspicious. But if that's just how you're going to treat my
Yeah.
relationships, that's a little crazy to be like, I can't have friends now unless you approve, unless they meet the criteria that
correct.
you decide. Like, you're not the end all be all in my life, and you trying to take away my autonomy. And before the kids are born, you're like, we're gonna put trackers on them, we're gonna whatever. Like,
Yeah.
and I get it, like the sleepover thing. Like, I get being like worried about that sort of
Yeah.
thing. But even those things are like decisions you make as a unit. It's
Together.
not
Yes.
you
Yeah.
making
100%.
this.
That's
So
a really good
this
point.
dude to me is just, he needs to be the one in control. Doesn't really respect this woman, clearly, in my opinion. Because it's like, I'm just going to do whatever the fuck I want, and I'm going to record whatever, and we're going to go back to it. Also, thought it was interesting when you were like, he deletes them once they're resolved. So you decide when they're
Yeah,
resolved.
exactly. Yeah.
Mm.
Once
So,
you
I
believe
love
that
that.
they're
Well, he clearly
good,
lied because he keeps them for a year and more. So you're gonna tell me that the little argument that you had over, oh my god, who ate the last bowl of pasta? Like what is the level of like argument that he's like recording? Are we talking about like some small petty bullshit, or and how often do you guys argue that is worth recording? Like it does feel kind of crazy to me. Like do you have like is he really distrustful of the person that is thinking about spending the rest of his life with? Cause that's miserable. Trust is so important in a relationship. I can't really see myself having to record every single argument just for the sake of a gotcha moment. Because that's not how a
Yeah.
relationship works. Like,
Yeah.
communication is important. I really, really don't see, like, the only way I would start recording my argument is if I feel like I'm being gaslighted, lied to.
Yeah.
Like if I feel like I'm not necessarily in a safe environment, whether emotionally or physically, then yes, absolutely record. Because sadly, women who are in abusive relationship need to be on the brink of death before they are believed. So recording kind of becomes their main way to do so. But other than that, just like for like arguments, nah, bitch, you weird. You're weird for that.
then
Yeah.
you get
I
rid of
agree.
them.
But he's also lying because he's not deleting all of them if he's got a folder that
Well,
has
if he
stuff
can
for the past
use it,
year.
so if he has it and he
Layers.
feels I can use it,
Layers.
then he can use it. Oh, you know what? Let me hold on to that one.
So he's almost
for this.
banking on it coming back
I
up.
bet he deletes the ones that he comes out looking wrong.
Good.
Like if he looks wrong, I bet those get deleted.
Exactly. The ones where he's probably exactly. It's a power dynamic. Why are you watching those back? The ones where he is like controlling it, I was right. He's keeping those to reference those. But the ones where he and I'm not saying that this person is like that stubborn. I can almost imagine that that's what is going on. But like if they are like retroactively proven wrong or something like that, he'll delete those.
Yeah.
This is like not a joke here. Concerning behavior.
Yeah.
Like, this is scarily concerning.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do like the blanket, like, don't date cops, because I'm sure
No.
like we know people that are cops that
I
to my
don't.
knowledge don't do this, but like there's some other stuff there.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're
parents-
noticing with all these stories. There's other stuff
We're
there,
intense,
layers,
too.
like an onion.
Oh,
And that's why we're here to peel back each layer.
that's exactly why I called you in. I needed backup.
Yeah. This does sound slightly psychopathic too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Top comment. This is how you want to live the rest of your life? Question mark.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Like
Literally.
Literally. There's another comment that says, so he's controlling and suspicious, which are precursors for coercive control and abuse.
Yep.
Mhm.
And OP responds and says, I wouldn't say he's controlling,
Girl.
but his
He's
actions
definitely
are.
controlling.
Yeah.
He's
just
giving controlling.
It's not like a
He's,
direct control.
he's giving control.
It's
He's
control.
certainly
yeah.
giving
He's
control
giving.
to everyone. It's funny, like you know how some people, when people are in abusive relationships, a lot of people are like, "Why don't you just leave? It's very obvious," or whatever, because of stuff like this, where it doesn't take form in a way where it's so direct. And it sounds like controlling people tell you things you can't wear, when you can see, like go out, and these like
Mhm.
it doesn't only exist in that way. So this is more of like a subtle way, even though it doesn't really come across as subtle to us, but it's a more of a subtle way, I guess, when you're in that relationship to realize I am being controlled. Like this guy is saying that his word and his decisions
Yeah.
are always right and the standard. And if I'm not meeting those, then because he's a cop or because he's a homicide detective or whatever, then he knows everything. And that's just not what it is, especially in a relationship. It's more of like a collaborative effort. And if you're going to violate that part of it, then you don't have a relationship. Like I am your child then in your eyes. And
Yeah.
you're making every decision for me. Like
That's
it's
a
not
really
really a
good point.
relationship.
No. No, and
You see why I say he's been to therapy?
I know. I was like, in
He's
my head, I was like,
crushed
holy
it.
shit,
He's
this is
crushed it.
so just in tune and healed. And like, you're just picking up such subtleties.
He's giving healed.
It's
He's
so
giving
good.
healed.
This guy's giving psycho.
He's
I'm giving you.
healed.
It's so good. I mean, I think you're on it too when you say like, it's not always easy to identify control,
Mhm.
because I think the examples you gave, like, you're not wearing that. Everyone would be like, you're not going to tell me what to do.
Right.
But this is control in another font. And a lot of people pick up on it. But
Mhm.
OP not picking up on it. Like someone goes, holy shit, why would you want to stay with this unhinged person? And OP responds, unhinged?
Girl.
I mean, maybe if he worked in a completely different kind of work. I kind of feel like I understand where most of it comes from, though, at least.
That's not really an excuse, though.
Yeah. Seems like she's doing the work to like defend him when
Yep.
Continuously defending him.
She's been successfully
in the comments.
gaslit into thinking, like,
Yeah.
if someone is a homicide detective and you just say, like, okay, so whatever you say about this thing is what it is, and all your suspicions and all your whatever, like, I have to just submit to that because you're a homicide detective.
Which is
No
insane.
matter what, for anybody out there in a relationship or even not in a relationship, your gut and your intuition still counts for something.
Of course.
Exactly.
Especially in a relationship, because it's like we're in a thing together.
And you don't need to be a motherfucking cop. Like, people who are not cops also have intuition and feelings that are just as valid, if not more. Like, I feel like OP, like, oh, I hate women like that because they're fucking annoying and they waste everybody's time, right?
I
If you're
agree.
gonna go online to complain about your fucking husband or boyfriend, and everybody's like, girl, leave him. And you're like, oh my god, you guys. Oh my god, you guys are so dramatic. You don't know him. Like, bitch, go away.
Yeah, at that point, I'm not talking to you as much anymore because you want to bitch about your issues, but then don't want to solve them.
Exactly. Like, and that was a thing on TikTok, and it technically still is. Like, women go on TikTok and be like, oh my god, look at what my fucking evil ass, dumb, abusive boyfriend did. He's crazy. And everybody's like, girl, what the fuck? Why are you showing us this? Like, what was the purpose of this video of him yelling at you because you accidentally left the pizza in the oven, like, and the way he's yelling at you, everybody's thinking that he's about to beat your ass, and you think that's funny? Like, I feel like a lot of these women, they have like their subconscious, right? Their subconscious is like, girl, this is dangerous. Recorded. Have like put it online. Like, I feel like it's their subconscious basically telling them what to do. But instead of listening to that side of them, that literally had them record their boyfriend doing something awful to them and posting it online, which is a good way to keep a record of these things because now you have witnesses. They still stay. It's like, but you wouldn't have posted this if there's a part of you that didn't felt like it was not okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, you wouldn't,
Yeah,
like, there's two reasons for you to post this. One, because it's wholesome. Two, because it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah. I also think they just don't like the relationships because they don't want to have to deal with the consequences of not being in a relationship, and also they don't want to lose the support or whatever they're getting from the relationship that they do like.
Yeah, and also I feel like a lot of them honestly just don't love themselves enough. Cause I've been in like one or two psychologically abusive relationship, and I really didn't realize how important it is to listen to yourself, listen to your intuition, and love yourself enough to know how to be treated. Because I'm sorry, if you like on God, if you don't know, if you're not even able to love yourself enough to not accept abuse, then you're cooked. Because you will always take abuse as long as it's less abuse than what you put up on yourself. And if you're someone who's extremely self abusive, you're going to be able to put up with a lot of abuse because you're always going to think that it's your fault, that there was a reason, that you deserve it, that you should have done better. And if you were better and did better, he wouldn't beat your ass. He wouldn't treat you like this. And when he tells you, oh my God, if you would have done this, babe, I wouldn't have to hit you, but you make me so mad. And now look at look at what you made me do. Why can't you be better? And I wouldn't have to like abuse you. You know what I'm saying? Like all the fucking mental bullshit that women who are in abusive relationship go through, the gaslighting, the psychological warfare, and they end up just believing that. They end up believing that it's their fault because they're so used to already think that they are not worthy of better.
Yeah.
So
I also think they can't live outside of they can't live in their own heads. They need something else to distract them from themselves.
well, I feel like it is I feel like when you're in an abusive relationship, you already live in your own head.
Mhm.
Because it's not like you're gonna
Mhm.
tell your friend about it. You usually don't, because deep down you know damn well that if you tell your friend, they're gonna tell you what to leave, and that's if you still have friends. Because in very bad abusive relationship, you're usually all alone because he isolates you because he needs you to be alone and feel like you have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So it's really bad. Him being a fucking homicide detective is also bad because, like, statistically speaking, cops are cops is a job that is known to have a lot of abuser in, you know?
Yeah, I understand.
So I feel like it's also why I'm like don't date a cop. Again, I'm not saying every single cops on planet Earth are an abuser, is an abusive piece of shit. But I'm stating that statistically speaking, of all the job, if you are with a cop, you have more chance of getting beat up.
Yeah, I agree.
And why the fuck would I do that? Why the fuck would I want to put myself through this?
The
Because
same sentiment.
having to deal
it-
with an abusive cops is fucking rough because he is the system. Who are you gonna report him to? His fucking
Yeah,
his colleagues? Cause
his
this is
friends.
exactly like the same colleagues that can get away with murders.
Mhm.
Like,
And
who
it's,
are you gonna
and it's
report him
harder,
to?
especially if they're the captain and everything, because they practically run the office. So it's just about the fact that even if you can't call the police because he's the police.
Exactly. Which is worst. Like this is like all those possibilities and more are why I could never date a cop. I'm not dealing
To
with
be
this
fair,
bullshit, bitch. I'm not dealing with this shit. I don't want to deal with this shit. And like I know that he's the detective, so technically it's not like technically the same. It's more like I think CSI type shit, but this is a cop. And if something bad
yeah.
happened to you, he's still part of the system. You know?
I be honest, not to say that a cop isn't scary today. I just feel like a judge is a little bit more scarier because they could call you criminally insane. They could get you locked up and everything. They could, they can do. I feel like a lot more damage without having to be physical about it.
I mean, yeah, I mean, technically speaking, you don't need to be a judge for that. Like, you can just, I've seen stories of like abusive boyfriend, because the thing with abusers is that they're always so charismatic, and they always make sure that they are loved by everybody that surrounds you, so that when something happened, he can sweet talk his way through it by saying, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I don't know what happened to her, like I was, like it's always going to be your fault, and you're always going to be the one who looks crazy, because he's so
Yeah, I agree.
charming, he's so charismatic, and everybody just fucking eats in the palms of his hand whenever he opens his mouth. That's how extremely dangerous abusers are. They always make you look crazy, even though you're not. So, I didn't watch the movie yet, but I did read the book, The Housemaids, and it's similar to that.
I watched the movie. It was really good.
Don't spoil me, even though I technically know what happened. I'm curious to see what changed in the movie.
No, you're good. I don't know what's changed. So even I don't know what was in the book. So I don't know what's changed for you. So I won't say anything.
Good. I mean, I am planning on reacting to it on Twitch soon. I don't know when, but I've been reacting to movies and animes lately again, so I'm probably gonna react to it eventually. All right, let's see.
Yeah.
So you can have your suspicions, and those can be based in like your experience and your job, but that doesn't mean that my intuition counts for nothing. And she's relinquishing that completely because it's like, well, he's a cop. I know where it's coming from. We can know where it's coming from. That doesn't mean that that's how it should be.
I know. And she just keeps going to bat, like for him again and again, like almost like against her gut. And it's like, you're the one that wrote this in. You're the one that
You see
one
this
that
a lot
said.
on TikTok too. Like women
Yeah.
will post videos of their husband
Oh.
like being weird and
Like,
doing
no,
some
but he's
things.
actually like he's
Yeah.
the ba, and it's like
TikTok goes both ways with these things where sometimes a woman will post like a very, in my opinion, like a non-issue, and like just like a funny thing, and the comments would be like, you need to leave him, he doesn't
run
care
with
about
it.
you.
yeah,
And
this
you're
is
like,
a sign of a
"Alright,
bigger
you're going
thing."
nuts now.
Yeah.
And it's one video, but there are very clear videos where a guy has done something and it's like, like I was giving birth and he was playing video games and he fell asleep and I was
Exactly.
trying to, whatever. And like, you hear those stories all the time, but when it comes to another level and it
Mhm.
becomes like no apology, no empathy, no whatever, and a woman is displaying that about her husband, you can't really fault the comments for being like, hey, I realize this is one video, so we don't have all the context, but
Yeah.
like these are
Girl.
bad.
Like,
Yeah.
because the
And-
thing is, if this is just one video, I feel like you're filming this because it's not the first time.
Yeah.
Like, if you took the time to take your phone and press record, that's because this is a fucking pattern. It's just a video for us because we're not in your relationship. But more often than not, it's a fucking pattern, and it's not a good one. Because, like, here's the thing. I know that giving birth takes a really long time. And I'm not gonna lie, bitch. If I have a fucking Steam Deck, maybe I would try to play video game too in my fucking 10-hour fucking contraction. It's better than trying to kill everybody that moves around me because I'm in pain. But if I need you there to support me and you don't even listen to me, you're too busy playing Call of Duty with your bros while I'm sitting next to you giving birth to our child, I'm gonna fucking murder you.
Yeah.
Okay? I am not stretching my vagina fucking 15 centimeter in pain and bleeding out for you to be playing Call of Duty with your bros. So, yeah. That's my my final judgment on that. There's a time and place. Time and place.
And you wouldn't, I also don't
I hate the
understand
defending.
why you would post that anyway.
Like, did you see the pumpkin patch one?
No.
This lady was like,
Pumpkin. I love pumpkins.
I know, it was like such a wholesome activity to go with it for your kids. And I'm like forgetting the exact video, but she was just like, I don't understand why he just like can't go to the pumpkin patch and be happy one day. And it's literally her, the kids in the car, and he like literally just starts screaming. Like, I don't want to go to the fucking pumpkin patch.
Oh
She
my
posted
God.
it. And it's like,
yeah.
what?
Those
Like,
are people that
what?
are looking for help but don't want to like outwardly admit that they're looking for help
Exactly.
in that regard. That's what I think at least.
Yeah.
Like
That's
because
also
the
how I
comments
see
will
it.
be, like, listen, you need to and
Yeah.
then like they're like trying to defend it, but like it's kind of almost a cry for help
It is.
for my
It is a cry for help, but then But then suddenly we don't know what we're talking about. We're fucking crazy. We don't know him. He's a good man and blah blah blah. Then bitch, why the fuck are you posting your shit online if you don't want to hear our opinion? Like it's not like you posted in a private account. You're on TikTok. So try to use the logic here and understand where we're coming from, because as far as we're concerned, you need help. Ugh. It's actually so annoying.
My perspective, but
yeah. Or it's just like in their gut, they think, oh yeah, this isn't right. And they post it like trying to like have people come forward and like reassure them like, oh yeah, no, that's fucked up. But then why defend them in the comments? That's the
yeah.
defending in the comments is crazy to me, because it's like, what did you expect?
I think that, I mean, personally, I believe that like people who post stuff like that, or some of them rather, are not realizing what the end result is actually going to be. Like, I think in the moment,
Yeah.
a lot of people are very quick to post about their personal life and their relationship,
Yeah.
and especially when there's kids involved and, you know, the dynamic there. And I think immediately it's like, I want pity. I want to be validated in that I think this is a little crazy. But then you don't want it to go too far where people are going to be like, hey, this is actually like horrible. Like, I don't want you to put up a mirror and show me what my life is. I just want you to tell me that I'm validated in being upset about this.
Yeah, no.
But
I
then
mean,
once it becomes
it's
like, no,
Reddit.
there's bigger issues at play
Yeah.
here. It's like, all right, no,
Well, see,
no,
'cause
there
too much.
isn't.
Well,
I
'cause-
have a handle on it.
Well,
Too
because I think
much.
people try to do the whole like, this is relatable. This will be funny, and then people are just like, whoa,
This
like
is not relatable.
this is something bigger,
Yeah.
and then they have to get defensive of all that. Yeah,
I also think a good rule of thumb for people out there that are in relationships and married with kids and stuff, the notion of women are emotional and men don't really give a shit about activities like the pumpkin patch and whatever is corny. Like
Mhm.
that to me is so corny. And I realize that it exists in the world, but like to me, like I would not want to like associate with someone who's like, oh you know how wives are, they're all bitches, and you're like, this is corny. to me.
yeah.
So
yeah.
posting that online and
Yeah.
and like perpetuating that, even as a joke, because also a lot of that content is fucking fake. So like perpetuating that to me is like ultra corny.
I
Of
can't
like, oh,
stand
it's
it.
the guy, he doesn't care, and the woman,
No.
oh, she cares so much about the little things, and I'm the guy who doesn't do the dishes. Like to me, that's just corny shit.
It's just, like not accurate. My husband is way more thoughtful and like those little details, and like he's way better than me about that.
Yeah.
Like it's not. It's so stupid. The Costco video really pissed me off. That's
one is
one.
that?
Which one was a Costco video?
This dude going around asking all these men, how much fun do you have at Costco with your wife? And all these guys were like, -10.
Yeah, yeah.
One.
So that's like
Oh my
corny.
Dude,
God.
so when we were in actually last year, when we were 2 years ago,
I
we
love
were in LA.
Costco.
Do you remember this story? The guy that came up to me.
Oh yeah.
We were walking down the street in LA, and some guy comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, I recognize you. Do you want to? I do this show. I like interview people on the street. Do you want to do it?" And I was like, "Sure. What do you want to ask about?" And he's like, "Well, I'm going to ask you a couple questions. It'll be super quick. It will take 5 minutes of your time." And I'm like, "All right. What are you going to ask?"
I'm scared. Yeah.
And the first question he goes, "Well, I'm going to ask, what do you think is a better investment, crypto or gold?"
Oh my god.
And I was like, "Dude, I don't know that, and I'm not going
Yeah.
to answer that because I'm not going to give advice." And I was like, "What's next?" He goes, "All right, my second question is, why do you think women don't respect men?" And I was
Oh
like,
my
"Get the fuck out."
God.
I was like, "Dude, get out of here," because there is like
Why do you think?
there's a sect of the internet now
Yeah.
that is like gravitating toward that side where it's just like these hyper masculine, guys that are just like, yeah, you know what? Absolutely.
Yeah.
So when shit like that, they post shit like that, it has the effect of like reeling people into that side of the argument. And like,
Yeah.
it is corny. I think like that's the best way to describe it is like, it's just corny and stupid and like,
And cringe and
it-
sad.
Very immature. I haven't heard the word corny in a while, and I really like it.
dude, growing up in New York,
Is
if
that
you were
big over
called
here?
a herb or corny,
Yeah.
it was like the worst things because it's
A
such an
herb?
You've never heard that one?
No.
Like someone that does something that's just like it's like overly corny is
good.
like you're a
Yeah.
herb. Like you're not a real person. You're doing something just for reactions or like just to get attention on you. Like
To me, like the
That's
Costco
good.
video, for instance, right? Like you're walking around and this is why I find it so corny is because if someone comes up to you at Costco and they have a camera and they're asking you like, how much fun do you have with your wife at Costco? You have a decision to make because you know what he's asking. It's a
Yeah.
loaded question, so you know what is what he's looking for.
Yeah, exactly.
And to me, you're corny if you're not gonna be yourself.
Mhm.
Like if you're just gonna say the thing that is going to satisfy the other
Yeah.
incels that are watching this,
Yeah.
like that's corny. Like why is that the crowd?
And that's why you need to find a partner, especially if it's a man. You need to find a man that doesn't perform for other men's approval. You need an actual man. You need a man who actually perform for himself or his partner, his wife. But male centered people, whether they're men or women, male centered women are extremely dangerous because them bitches are extremely, like, we are trying to break through the patriarchy and y'all bitches are sucking the dicks of abusers for what? It's just sad. It's pathetic. But also, I know that a lot of them do it out of subconsciously out of survival, but it's still fucking us up as a society. And men who perform for other men, like, yeah, bro, yeah, you're right. Costco fucking sucks, bro. Like, you're just buying food, my nigga. Like, it's not that deep. You don't have to act like that. And it's just weird. And it's immature, also. Like, if you didn't like it, you should have just said so or whatever. It's just weird to me. Like, it's mature immaturity. You're corny. You're weird. I That would give me the ick. Like, I don't know. But don't date men who are male centered, and don't befriend women who are male centered. Don't befriend anybody who is male centered, because on God, it's not good for us. It's really not. It's straight up even
Yeah.
dangerous sometimes.
I've
Found that
known
you
some male-centered women, and I find them really annoying.
Exactly. Like, they be talking so much bullshit. Do you watch Love Island?
No, they're too messy and stupid for me.
Oh, honey, look, I watch Love Island because the mess is fucking entertaining, sadly.
Fair enough. I understand. I get it. It's just like for me, it's like I'm watching like a 20-something-year-old make the most stupid decisions in their lives, and I'm like, my God, it was like
I know! I
I can't.
know! It's like,
Maybe it's because
go ahead.
I was raised by I've been around my whole life around older women and everything. So like for me, it's like I just see them doing stupid shit for entertainment, and I'm like, I don't get you. I don't like. I'm more like Golden Girls. Like I'm more like around those type of women than I am like Love Island type of women.
Now, let's not judge all women who watch Love Island, okay? Because as a
I'm
watcher
not
of Love
judging the
Island.
ones that watch it. I'm judging the ones who are on it.
Oh, I mean, shit. Honestly, as much, because I do understand in this day and age, in this economy, if there was a Love Island for 30 years old and up, and I had the body for it, I would probably like say yes if I get scouted.
You could do
Because
Love Island. You could pull it.
I no, I wouldn't. And do you know why? Because
Why?
it's fucking disgusting. They have
Well,
to kiss
I
each
mean,
other's all the time. And like,
uh,
this year they were eating each other's feet. Ugh.
like I can see like if I was on the show and everything, and I'm like getting all cuddly, and like the people want to be all touchy and everything. I'm like, I don't want to talk to you tonight. I want to go somewhere else.
Okay, well, there was a girl who was a little bit more reserved this year, and the guy that she was with was like, "Oh my god, she's so boring. She goes straight to sleep, and she doesn't like, she doesn't want to do what other people." Because this year is the horniest Love Island season that I've ever fucking witnessed in my entire life. Motherfuckers were fucking on the island, bro.
Wait,
Like,
what was that one dating like show where it was that one short white guy who kept I think he was like a dentist or something, and he was like, I'm looking for a woman of this so and so and so, but he was actually a cheater, and he was like 5'4".
oh my god, I don't know, but it sounds like a lot of dating show. Men are usually very underwhelming, and women are like, "Oh yeah, I'm a bioengineering nurse, and this is the guy who cleans the pool. No offense to guy who cleans pool, but I just feel like you're getting stressed out by a motherfucker who has two digit in his bank account and didn't finish college, babe.
My my thing is like when they say the woman's like a bioengineer or a neuroscientist and everything, and then especially like a neuroscientist or a psychologist, and I think to myself is like, why are you on the show then? You should know exactly how these people are.
Well, no, because again, in this day and age, and in this day and age, dating is hell, right?
I trust me, I understand.
And people are desperate, so I don't even fold them at this point because you do what you gotta do, basically, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. I just feel like you go on those type of shows, you know what you're getting, pretty scum.
I mean, not always. Like Love is Blind used to, at least, I don't know about now, but Love is Blind used to be that show that was mostly for that. It's just that, you know, because of the exposure and the
Yeah.
popularity now, you feel like you can basically get a career as an influencer afterwards. Like I remember there was a season where these women, both of them had amazing career. Both of them had career that would make them win six figure or close to six figure. And
Yeah.
yet they still quit because after Love is Blind they were able to monetize their basically their themselves enough to make a career out of content creation, and now they don't need to work their six-figure job full time anymore.
Well, I get that. I get that from like a business plan. I'm trying
I
to get
can't even
more.
blame them. I kind of good for them. You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like if you're going on the show purely for love, I just feel like you're less likely to find it there than you are on Tinder.
Oh, bro, Tinder. I feel like of all the apps that you can like, of all the dating apps, Tinder is probably the one that it's the least. Tinder, I feel like it's just if you want to fuck. Honestly, it's for hookup.
I'm telling you, there's one worse than Tinder, and I wouldn't say it's necessarily the worst, but I would say if it's either the worst or at least the second worst, and that's Grinder.
Oh, I mean, I don't have Grinder, but I do believe. I feel like Grinder is basically Tinder, but for gay people, isn't it?
It's for pretty much gay men, and it's just a cesspool. It's like at least I've been on Tinder, and at least then I've had conversations, but on Grinder, it's just a cesspool of dirty people wanting sex.
Yeah, I'm not that surprised by that. I'm gonna lie. I feel like that's because again, like, because that's how I see Tinder. So I'm not that surprised that Grinder is similar. I'm really not.
At least I surprisingly I've had a when I was on Tinder for last year and everything, I had a decent experience. I had some really bad ones, but and overall it didn't end up well on there. But I would say I had a decent experience, better than I would say most did.
Yeah.
Surprising.
Well, that's good.
Whether
That's
I do it again, that's a different story.
Look, I haven't used Tinder in years because I don't want to deal with the bullshit. Like I really, really fucking don't. I feel like a lot of people are weirds in there and they're not there for the right
Yeah.
reason, so I'm good. That being said, though, I
Like I
also,
will say though,
yeah,
I on Grinder, for example, I had a guy be transphobic to me, calling me a freak, and I was like, "And you're on this app, and you're calling me that?"
bruh.
I was like, "That's like the
Of
pot calling
all
the
the
kettle
app,
black."
that you
Really?
could like be like this, you're gonna go on Grinder, motherfucker. Like,
I couldn't. I laughed. I laughed so hard because I was like, out of all, it's like calling the pot calling the kettle black and everything. I was like, "You are a gay guy on Grinder, and you're calling me freak?"
yeah, no, don't like. I use
I
Hinge, me personally. I also
Oh, I
recently
did use Hinge.
yeah, I recently tried Facebook dating. Oh my god. No, it's too much. I still haven't been able to go through all the people who like me. That's too many people. But Hinge, I love it because I can stop the flow of people liking me. I found like a cheat code. If I don't want to deactivate my account, but I don't want to get like too many DMs, I
Mhm.
I put because you can like put deal breakers. So basically, like the app will only show you like the specific people that you
Oh yeah,
want.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I put like East Asian, Pacific Islander, Southeast Asians as my deal
Okay.
breaker, and that's usually when I take a break because I'm a black woman and I'm thick. I am not most Asian men's type. So when
Well,
I
to be
put
fair,
that
are
as a
you
deal
getting a lot of Asian
breaker,
men anyways?
huh?
Are you getting a lot of Asian men anyways?
Nope. I only do if I put like Southeast, but no, not Southeast, South Asian. But Southeast
Yeah.
Asian, East Asian, Pacific Islander, Native American because there's barely any on the app anyway. Those are the four that
Yeah.
I put when I want to break, and I get no likes. I think you put it for Scream Empire. So,
I would say I actually had a tiny bit better experience on Tinder than Hinge, but I just joined Hinge last March and I got off of it in April, and I would say it was fairly decent experience. I had a few decent guys I was talking to on there, but nothing panned out really.
I mean, yeah, my personally like I prefer Hinge just because I feel like people are more serious
Yeah. I will
and
say though, for Facebook dating, I had a lot of friends who had great experiences on Facebook dating. But I would say this: besides Grinder, that was one of the worst places I had experience with people. It was like the worst thing. It was like constantly I had to put in my bio like all in capital letters with emojis, I'm trans, and they were like keep not reading my profile, and then they would either block me or ask for my snap, and I say did you read my bio, and then they would block me. It was like if you're why are you matching with people if you're not going to read their damn pros? At least with Tinder, I was having people read my bio.
mm, come to New Zealand, you clean up. Clean up what? Pacific Islander? Bro.
I would love to go
Asian
to New
men
Zealand.
don't want me. The only one that want me are South Asians. Which is funny because like Indians are known to be extremely anti-black. But I'm not in India. I'm in Montreal, so a lot of Indian here are not as anti-black as like in India. And I'm not saying every single Indian person is anti-black. I'm just saying like the anti-blackness in India is extremely sad, and it's mostly due to historical colonization, is historical colonial reason. But yeah, I still have too many hits when I put South Asian, so I put Southeast Asian instead, and that's my
I
point.
will say though, after this story is done, I got a "Am I an asshole" story for you, and I want your opinion.
I mean, shit. Look, we're almost done with this one, but go ahead. What is it? I got all the men over
Okay.
there. I doubt it, but thank you.
Ironically, I originally joined last year Tinder for to meet friends because that's what I usually do on dating apps. I tell everyone, I tell men, I tell women. I was like, I'm mainly looking for friends. If something turns into more, great. If not, that's okay too. I'm not picky.
Mm-hmm.
And I met this one girl. Um, we'll just call her Sue. And uh nonetheless, we were talking, and she was more ghosting. Like I said to her, "Hey, do you want to go on Snapchat?" And I feel like Snapchat has more security than Tinder. And I said, "Hey, do you want to go on Snapchat?" She's like, "No, I'm concerned about my security and everything, so I'm staying on here." And I said, "Okay." And then trying to think. Anyways, we kind of talk off and on. She kind of ghosts me a lot here and there, and then eventually, after like I would say 2 weeks of actually talking, and then a month of her just ghosting
Mm-hmm.
me, she contacts me out of nowhere saying, "Hey, she's leaving her parents' house and everything, and she needs a place to stay." And she literally asked me if she can stay at my house and everything.
Uh.
And I had to make up one excuse after another because I didn't want to say because I don't know this woman. And the thing is, she told me we were talking. She brought up her sister in a casual conversation. I was like, "Oh, what's your sister's name?" Because I knew her name, I knew her real name, and stuff. And she's like, "I don't want to tell you for her safety and mine." And then I was like, "So you don't want to tell me your own sister's name for their safety and yours, but then you want to stay at my house after only
Exactly.
knowing me for 2 weeks?"
That's the part that I'm
Oh,
like, I mean, because I can understand the safety part. I personally do not give my phone number until I meet the person at least like the bare minimum is once, but usually I prefer twice. And the reason why twice is because I usually don't meet them twice. It's often just one meeting, and like, oh, thank you, that was great, and then we never talk again. But it's fine because I do love the free mail. But at least like I don't have a bunch of people having my phone numbers, because I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Sometime if I'm on a roll, because I broaden the like the choice that I have on Hinge, and I put like Southeast, black people, white people, whatever, Latino, then suddenly my Hinge explodes, and I hate it. Um, then I can have
But it
like
gets
fucking three
crazier.
to four dates a week, bro. I'm not
Yeah.
giving my phone number to 3 to 4 men a fucking week. Okay?
Hmm.
It's not happening. So, but thanks for the free mail though. I appreciate it. I'm fucking poor. But I am still like I have slowed down on the dating scene anyway, because child.
I think I'm gonna try bars, and I'm just gonna try more like gay bars and stuff and see how it goes there.
I'm just gonna stop trying for a little while because
I will say I do got a decent app that I think you might like. I think it works well in general. I'll tell you about it
better
in a
than
moment.
Hinge.
I think it might be better than Hinge for at least maybe you.
I can already say you're not
But
the a-hole. Agreed.
it's called Boo. But you take a personality test when you join, so it makes you it connects you with people who are compatible and personality wise to you.
Wait, I think I heard about Boo. I feel like I tried some other dating app one day because I was fucking bored. And a lot of them are so pay to win. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
I
a
would
lot
say
of
this
them you
one's not
have to
bad.
pay.
I don't really pay, and I get decent. I can see all my likes and everything, so
You
I would say
can?
it's fairly decent. Hmm.
Oh, okay, so that's good, because like so many of these apps, you have to pay to talk to the people. You have to pay to see the people who like you. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck is the point? Because
Well,
I'm not paying for all of that.
there's a $20 one, like where you can pay $20 and everything. I forget what it does. I think it's complicated, but I would say I don't pay for it, and I have a fairly decent experience with it.
I mean, I don't pay for Hinge because no, ma'am. I don't give a fuck. I'm not paying for Hinge. Oh, you could have more roses. I don't give a fuck. On
But I
God.
will say about the girl that I was talking about. Anyways,
Oh yeah,
eventually it
yeah.
got to the point where I helped her get a hotel, find her a place where she can stay until she gets somewhere safe.
Good.
And then eventually, I will say this: she asked to borrow $200. I lended her $200 through PayPal, so at least if she tried to screw me, I could recall the payment on there. And she did pay me back. She said she'd pay me in a month, but she paid me back in 2 weeks. So I'll give her that. Anyways, we don't really talk.
Damn.
We talk off and on. And this is just for friends. We're not like dating. We're not like looking to date. We're just talking as friends. And so we get to a point where she's either constantly asking me money for like once a month or once every other month, and then it gets to a point she tells me, "Oh, I'm in Colombia and everything, then South America and everything," because she's talking to this guy. She met this guy on a dating app and wanted to go see him in person. She was paying 1,000. She was using her school tuition to pay for these $1,000 flights to go down there to meet this guy. Eventually, she loses her phone, so she's contacted me through Instagram saying, "Hey, I can't talk to Spirit Airlines and stuff." And so I had to contact Spirit Airlines about changing her tickets. And contacting them was like I would be on the phone with Spirit Airlines for 3 to 4 hours. And the original time I contacted them, I got through, and eventually like I needed more information, but she was like, "I'm too emotional and everything right now, so I can't give you the information."
Bitch.
And so after wasting 4 hours on Spirit Airlines, I was not going to talk to her. And then
This is a
and then
job. She's a full-time job. That's
yeah,
not a
yeah. Oh,
friend.
it gets worse. Hold on. Anyways, and then eventually she contacts me like 3 days later saying, "Hey, can you please do this? I don't have anyone else to do this and such." And so I said I felt bad for her, and I did not want her to be left. I couldn't live with myself having her be left in a different country and everything with no way out, really. And
I mean,
so I contact Spirit Airlines and I told her this. I was like, "You're buying me a dinner. You're like buying me out to eat food and everything." Because I was like, "I'm not going to be on call with Spirit Airlines for 4 hours and not get anything out of this." And stuff, and she agrees. And so I called them and stuff. I get everything. I had to change her tickets because she wanted to leave a month or two earlier than she was going to stay down there. And so I had to change her tickets, got that fixed for her, and everything. And so I don't really talk to her. And this has gone on from like November to February. That whole like plane situation.
that's a
And
no
then
for me.
yeah,
Like, I would only do this kind of commitment if I actually know you. I don't know
yeah,
you. Like, why the fuck
yeah.
would I have to waste? Bitch, no! Like, you're way too kind. I would never. Like, one thing here and there, fine, but this is too much. Girl, get your shit together because no.
I agree.
No, thank you.
Anyways, it gets to a point. She's using her college tuition, so she ends up running out of her college tuition, and she needs to get a job to pay for her schooling that she's going to as well because she had a job but she hates it, so she quit it with no backup plan and stuff. And then she's losing her apartment for one reason or another, and asked me to sign a co-sign loan and help co-sign a credit card for
No!
her. Oh, I did it, but she was asking these multiple things, and this is back last April and May and stuff. And mind you, we talk once or twice a month, every other month, and such. So it wasn't like we talk much because I
Even
don't
if
really
you
want to talk to her.
did, no. You could talk to her every day. No.
Yeah, but nonetheless, she last I talked to her was actually tonight, but I'll get to that in a moment. But last I talked to her was in June, and she's like, "Hey, she again asked her after I had a politely decline. I'm not helping with the cosigns and the loans and the credit cards and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Hey, if you want to hang our game, let me know." Blah 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 blah. And she said, "Oh, we'll game on this day." And I said, "Okay." I wasn't gonna die her. If she won the game that day, I would have done it just move on from the situation and try and be nice. And so the day that we were supposed to game, she never contacted me. And and then she texted me tonight actually saying, "Hey, I feel like there's an unbalance within our friendship that I'm putting a lot of the work in and you're not contacting me." And so this is where Am I the Asshole comes up. I basically said to her, I told her, I was like, she has very like strong autism, like she's high on the spectrum. Like she's able to live on her own, but she doesn't understand when people understand people sometimes. So you have to be very
Sometime,
straightforward with her. Oh, all the time, but you have to be very straightforward with her so she can understand you. And so I told her, I was like, "I'm gonna be straight and honest with you, Sue. Okay." I was like, "You have been putting me perpetually." I was like, "Sorry, no. I'm gonna be honest with you, Sue. I don't want to be friends with you. You have perpetually put me in uncomfortable situations constantly for the past year that I've known you. Whether that be asking me to sign co-sign loans for you, or sign credit cards, or helping, or when I helped you get out of Columbia and everything. And I said, you can at least, hold up your end of the deal and buy me something since I did this for you multiple times. And the reason why I had to do it multiple times is because she kept screwing around. And uh, and I said to her, I was like, I feel uncomfortable. And she told me last month, she's like, I'm setting a boundary that I don't want, if we're going to hang out and everything, I don't want to talk about anything negative. I already lost a few friends because of this and everything. And I
girl,
just thought to myself, look, I was like, you've been dragging me down for a year.
girl. No, ultimately you should drop her as a friend because she's not a friend. She's a
Oh,
fucking like she's taking you for an
leave?
ATM machine and an emotional labor and a therapist. And what do you get out of it? Stress.
Yes, quite literally, yes.
So
Anyway,
no,
because when we were just listening to this video, because I was texting her when you were playing this video and everything, and
I
so
know it's far
I
too
told her
nice.
that's what I told her. I told her I was like, you perpetually made me uncomfortable, and when you said that you don't want any negativity in your life and everything, you don't want to talk about negativity. You have been dragging me down for a year and everything. And I said to her, I said, Sue, I wish you well, but I don't want any part of you anymore. Goodbye. And let me tell you what she texted me, because I swear to God, I swear she she is so ditzy. She texted me, yeah, I have grown from that thing apart from the beginning. I have grown a lot since then. I don't have to explain myself to you. I can care less. I won't feel bad about any of it since you never told me so. Have a great day. I was like, thank God you don't have to explain yourself, because I didn't want to hear it.
You know, I'm an introvert person, and I'm also a very selfish person. So I like being a selfish bitch, because I would never put up with I wouldn't even put up with a fifth of what you put you through. A fifth is my
I
limit, and then I'd be like, okay, peace. Like, you're asking for too much, and I rather do literally anything else than deal with your bullshit. My life is a mess too. I don't see what I should deal with somebody else's mess. The fuck?
yeah. It's just
Like,
like, the thing is, for me, it's like, I'm trying to think. It was like, I don't know. I just feel like, were you trying to win with that comment? Because you were just doing me a favor by not wanting me to explain yourself by explaining yourself.
bro,
And to be fair, I don't know how you grew 3 months ago from asking me to co-sign a credit card and a loan for you.
bruh. Wait a minute. You found a lot of scammer on Boo? I've never used Boo. But maybe I should try it. But I don't know. Scammer though? I don't know. I feel
I
like there's
haven't had
scammers
that
on
type of
every
issue.
dating website though.
There is. That's the one thing about dating you can't control.
Your heart is far too big for your own good. Agreed. You need to be more of a bitch. I
I
mean,
do, but then
I say a bitch, but is it really a bitch? It's just someone with basic boundaries. Because
I do. It's the thing is, like, there's times like where I get hurt by a friend, or if I get hurt by them, or and someone I don't end up being friends with anymore. And I think I wish I was more selfish, because I give myself a lot. But
be
it's like,
selfish. Be
I
selfish.
like to be a good friend and take care of my
Be
people.
selfish. Like, because
I mean,
people who are like people pleasers, right?
mhm.
What does that give them outside of misery, stress, and sadness? Most of the time, that's what they get out of it, because people take advantage of them. You could never find a person who takes advantage of me.
Yeah.
There's
No,
nothing to be taken advantage of. I have nothing to give you, bitch. So
it's
people
just
come to me
it's
because they want my very honest, blunt opinion, because that's the only shit that they can get from me for free.
I'm kind, I'm just not nice. Like, in the sense of, like, for example, there's a saying about the East and West of America and everything. People on the East are kind, they're not nice, and people on the West are nice, but they're not kind. Like, for example, like, people on the West, if you had a flat tire in the middle of nowhere at 2 in the morning and everything, people in the West would be more likely to say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, that sucks," and everything, and then do nothing to help you, compared to someone from the East, who are more likely to who are kind but not nice, where they're more likely to go help you change your tire, do everything for you, get out of that situation, while calling you an idiot at the same time.
I can relate. I'm Canadian. We're always nice. Unless it's about the native, then don't ask me about the First Nation. They don't exist to us. That's at least how the government treats them. I personally am fully aware of their existence, but the government and the racist people in Canada don't care. But outside of the First Nations, oh my god, we're so nice. We also are extremely racist, just as racist as the United States, but we hide it with sorry and maple syrup. Yay. But at least we have universal health care.
Hey,
Woo!
I don't have universal health care.
Exactly. We get to be just as trash as everybody else as long as we have universal health care. Block her and forget she exists. Agreed. She takes advantage far
Oh
too
yeah,
much. Yes. I would have
yeah.
I would have blocked her too. I'd be like, "Alright, girl. Good luck. Peace out."
Yeah, that I basically told her tonight and everything. I feel like you made me perpetually uncomfortable and everything, and then I told you what she said. That was about 30 minutes ago and everything, and so that's the end of that. I'm just cut her off because I'm done.
Exactly. See? Problem solved. You would have done that earlier and it would have been solved earlier, but hey, it's better now than never.
I just when it comes to the Columbus thing, I don't necessarily regret that because I didn't want her to be left in a country that, for one, I can be dangerous and everything, and I just didn't want her to be left in a stranded in a foreign country with a man that she barely knows and everything.
That she was dumb enough to go anyway. Like, girl, how old is
True.
she?
But she's like 25.
Oh, fucking hell. No wonder she's stupid. Okay, never mind. Her brain is like barely developed.
And you can tell by how she talks. I
And
will
how
say
she
this though.
acts. Like, what do you mean you're going to
Well,
Colombia to
true.
meet a motherfucker you barely know? Girl, of course you're 25,
Yeah.
dumbass.
It's just
Oh.
like the thing is, I just couldn't live with myself if I found out she died or something horrible happened
No,
to her
I
down there.
mean, look, I'm not saying you should have not. I'm just saying, like, you're better
Yeah, I
than
get what you're saying.
most. Like, okay, the last time I did this stream, I heard friendship have to be a scale, both have to give and pay and take equally to keep it balanced. Exactly. The last time I was doing this stream of reacting to Reddit stories, I had the story of a woman whose husband was diagnosed with severe porn addiction. Okay,
Oh my god.
severe porn addiction, and his porn
Yeah.
addiction made it impossible for him to be able to have sex with her to completion. They haven't had sex normally in 6 years, and like she
Yeah.
gave birth like 5 years ago, and they only did it once, but the one time they did it she was still recovering from giving birth and she threw up on him,
Mm.
and that's
Oh.
the only time they had sex in 6 years or 6 or 5 years. And she recently got into this book club where there of women who reads like spicy romance book, like those book
Mm-hmm.
slup trash books, but some of them are kind of good but most of them are trash, but hey, there's some hot sex scene in them. And she's in a book
Yeah.
club that has a lot of books in this team, and because of that she kind of got reminded that sex feels is good, and she missed it, right? But she can't. But like because of these books, she would sometimes try to initiate stuff with her husband, but he can't do anything because he's useless. Um, and because
Yeah.
of that, he was like, "You need to quit your book club." And I'm like, I got very
No.
triggered. I got very triggered because I'm like, motherfucker, how about you stop beating your dick until it bleeds? Because what do you mean
Ew.
she needs to quit her book club because you can't finish? What do you mean she needs to quit the one thing that probably gives her joy, considering the fact that her husband is a motherfucking deadbeat? Well, not deadbeat, but he's a motherfucker who cannot stop touching himself. Like, the audacity is insane. And he's like, but
I
like
mean, I
you
agree. That
expect things
was.
from me. She expects you to be her husband.
I
With
mean,
expectations of fuck your wife instead of watching porn. But I know it's an addiction, but you see, she stays with him and she's like, we can work through this. And I'm like, girl, you're better than me, bitch. Because of addiction or not, I would be a terrible wife. Till death do us apart? No, ma'am. Till your dicks die, because I'm out. I don't give a fuck. Like you. I'm at my breaking point. The audacity. Like, she has been in this situation for like 5 to 6 years. I would have lasted a few months. I'm so sorry. Maybe maximum 2 years. Max 2 years. But after 2 years, you're still on the same bullshit? No. I'm sorry. You either get help or I'm leaving. It's the door. Or no, you're leaving. I'm keeping the house. Either way.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this. Like, it's you don't have to. And but she's like, oh, but it's an addiction, and I know addiction is hard. I watch Euphoria, okay? I've seen Requiem for a Dream. Addiction is terrible, but just because I know that it's terrible doesn't mean that I think or know that I'm mentally strong enough to handle it, because I'm not. I cannot deal with this shit for so long. I would be a terrible wife. We're getting a divorce. You can, I hope that you find peace, and I hope that you heal. I hope that you get the help that you need the fuck away from me, because I'm not putting up with this shit for more than 2 years. I would be a
Yeah.
terrible wife, and I don't care. Friendship,
I will
do have.
say though,
do
Go
we know
ahead.
why he can't finish, or is it he needs porn? He needs porn basically to he cannot. Porn addiction is so bad because
It shrinks your
mentally
brain.
speaking, he is unable to literally perform without porn. Like in order to fuck his wife, he would probably need to put like his phone on her face to and watch porn to maybe be able to come. Like he it's really, really, really bad. I think he probably needs to masturbate like 5 times a day type shit. Like this porn addiction can literally make you lose your job. It can make you. It's extremely debilitating, and that's I can have a bit of sympathy for that. But there comes a point, you know, and it is extremely sad. Like it's an addiction. It's literally an addiction. It's very bad, but you got to be able to get help. I need to feel like you're working to fucking heal. Cause 6 years? 6 years? I haven't been able to have sex with my husband in 6 years? And I'm supposed to stay because I said till death do us apart? No! Like, you're not trapping me in a sexless marriage because you cannot stop beating your fucking meat. I know it's an addiction. Heal. Get help. Make an effort. Do something. But to put me through the fact that I have blue balls now, me, I have to fucking buy myself a rose toy because you ain't gonna be able to do shit about it. Oh, hell nah. That's not a life that I want to be in. Like, that's not the kind of marriage that I want. It is a thing. It's fucking tragic. And again, I would be a terrible wife because fuck that. Fuck that. Ugh. Alright. Let me just see. How much longer do we have to that story? Okay. The story about the fiance that keeps recording the crazy fiance is. We still have 5 minutes left to it. Let's see what they have to say.
Want to impress.
And then the other end of it is they've also taken like the people that are just like, no, I love hanging out with my wife. I have so much fun. And
They
there's
did
like
have another video.
simp, loser,
Yeah.
and it's like
Or completely edited out.
Yeah, like what are you like?
I know.
It is. I think that's the best way to describe it. It's corny, it's stupid, and it is the worst parts of the internet.
Well, it's like who are you saying it for?
Exactly.
Because it doesn't
yeah.
make your wife feel
Exactly.
good. Someone you seemingly care about enough to spend the rest of your life with her
And then
or
you
them
like
or whatever. But like, who are you doing it for? Are you doing it for the guys
you're doing it
in the
that's,
video
and that's
that
what
are
it is.
watching?
And like because you think that there's this like underlying culture of just like boys have to hate their wives, you know, like and it's like you're not doing this for
So
any reason
sick.
other than just like trying to be cool to people that like don't give a fuck about you.
They wouldn't know if you died tomorrow.
Exactly. So like be cool in your own home.
I know. Yeah, I'm with you. OP kind of just defends him in the comments. A lot of people are like, you want to deal with this the rest of your life. He's controlling, blah, 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 blah. OP does share that she basically had to give him an ultimatum regarding their relationship and getting engaged. So she kind of like gave him an ultimatum to propose. And so she says, so he didn't seem desperate to ensnare me.
First of all,
Ensnare is bananas.
I've been watching
Harry Potter.
Like what? First, ensnare, like
Ensnare.
she's like wild game,
Yeah.
like a rabbit running through the forest. I think.
Ensnare.
I mean, if she had to give I feel like if you have to give someone an ultimatum, it's already
To
over.
marry
like
you?
you're basically just like clinging to life at that time.
Not just that, bro. I've seen the show Ultimatum on Netflix, and I'm very curious to see where these couples are now. Cause personally speaking, I feel like if you love me, you would know. I feel like if you love me, you would want to propose to me. If you love me and you think that because you know, like these unequal relationship, I feel like a lot of them watching the show, I'm like, there's no way you guys are gonna spend the rest of your life together because this is miserable. Miserable. You shouldn't go on the ultimatum on a show, mind you, it's not a dating show, but like it's a fucking TV reality show. To expose your entire fucking love life in front of the whole planet, forcing you to basically you either propose or I'm leaving. No, Zonzue. That is crazy. Crazy! Can you give me a quick recap at the end? Oh, yeah. Basically, this woman, she's dating. She's dating a cop. She's with a detective, a homicide detective, and he's a bit cuckoo banana because he records every single one of their arguments and keeps them in his like computer in case he told her I only keep the recording until the matter is resolved, but she found a file in his computer that has like all their arguments dating back to over a year. He does a background check on every single person in her life and her entourage, and they're thinking about having kid, and he's already talking about how he's gonna fucking basically put microchip in them at this point to track them and shit. And she's on Reddit basically like, kind of wondering what to do about that. And people are like, girl, that's crazy. That's very controlling. That is scary. That is the no normal person do that. You don't a normal relationship, you don't record your uh you don't record your issues just so that you can have like what feels like a gotcha moment, or oh, it's to make sure that we both recall the information properly later. For what purpose? For who is this for? And why? Like, it's fucking weird. And then he just has like she says, I feel like I'm not his girlfriend or wife. I feel like I'm a fucking suspect all the time. And it's like, is this really how you want to spend the rest of your life, bitch? Because that's not a relationship. But you do you, girl. Because in the comments, she be defending her man and saying that it's not that deep. Then where the fuck are you on Reddit? You know? Considering they are a cup that is very concerning. Exactly. That's literally what I was saying. I was literally saying, like, I personally wouldn't date a cup in the first place because I don't want to deal with this kind of bullshit. I don't date cups. I don't want to date a military personnel, current or former, because I don't want to deal with their PTSD of having to kill innocent brown people in the Middle East or whatnot. There's some things that I don't want to be near of. Conservative, of course, because, I mean, uh, red pill incels, pro Trump, whatever the fuck. I'm a far left freaking leftist. I don't give a goddamn fuck. I am not dating a huge chunk of people for my own mental health. You're training to be a cop. I mean, good luck. But I personally have, as a black woman in North America, I don't find cops to be very appealing. I feel like every single time we hear about them, it's because of some bullshit. Yo, 2 weeks ago, we learned that there was like an entire uh section or platoon of cops that were scalping black people in Montreal. So, yeah. We're in Canada, bitch. You would think that this is the kind of shit that you would hear in the United States, but nah, it doesn't matter where you are. It really doesn't. Scalping black people. They would keep black people's braids and locks as trophy. Bunch of fucking psychopath, bro. Like, holy fucking hell. You're more peace officers. I mean, I don't know. I'm not very familiar with your area, but I know that over here it's not that great. Peace officer, no. Fucking bullshit instigators, yeah. Bullshit instigators, scalping black people, arresting people on false pretense, beating them up, and if you're in the United States, state-sponsored murderers. So like, no, thank you. I'm good. I I rather not. Sadly, yeah, I rather not. Thank you for the follow, Nyx Stripe. It's very appreciated. Oh wait, let's continue the story.
So
I think there's a difference between like a conversation of like, align and like, are we on the same timeline?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what are we
Yes.
thinking versus a true, like, if you don't propose to me today,
Right.
we're done.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
and I think some people even look at the conversation and just like kind of having boundaries and like timeline, being on the same page. They look at that as an ultimatum even. And it's like,
I think
I
that
think
like
we got to clear up what
I think
ultimatum really
when
is.
when it comes to that, I think an ultimatum is only like a short term thing because, like you said, as the woman traditionally you are being proposed to, so
Speak from the perspective of women, dog.
what I'm saying is like as the woman, you have an expectation of like this person is going to propose to me, so I'm kind of
Yeah.
waiting around for that. However, you have your own timeline, so there is this ultimatum, if we're being dramatic, of like, hey, you know, if we've been dating for this many years, if we don't get engaged within the next year and a half or something, then I'm going to move on with my life because it feels like this isn't going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like that to me doesn't feel like an actual ultimatum. It's more of like I have to stick up for myself
Yeah.
here. But if it's like, you know, if we don't get engaged by Q1,
Yeah, I
in the
think
next
exactly.
like, you know, then
Then
it's
we're
like, all right,
done.
I got to
Hi, lady, how you doing? I'm doing great. You wouldn't consider being a cop in the United States, bruh?
rush and do all the
If you
things.
put
Yeah.
because then if you're asking, then it's like
No offense.
you're gonna have on the back end, you're just gonna have the opinion of like the only reason it's happening now is because I gave them this pressure.
Yeah.
And like if that's okay and you want to live with that, that's your thing. But
I know. What is that? A sympathy ring or what's that term?
Well, I think people like that are not really interested in the emotional aspect of it all anyway.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
more of just like for show. Like I need you
mean,
to
I don't
propose
really
to me so
care.
that I don't look crazy now. Like
Mhm.
people
Yeah.
are going to expect me to be proposed and now people can be like, you've been with him for this long, you don't have a ring? Like what's the deal with that? I just don't have to answer for that and I don't have to deal with the actual like emotional reason why I'm still with you.
Yeah.
So just give me the ring so I could like pretend.
So we get an update on this one.
Oh
Woo!
boy.
Here we
I mean,
go.
we've been getting updates the whole time. How much worse can it get? It can get worse, right?
He killed her.
Don't
Oh
do
my
that.
God, don't
I
do
think a
that.
good starting point would be for me to admit that I do believe my fiance is a good man. He's not cruel, he's not aggressive or violent, and he believes with all of his heart that he's right most of the time.
That's the problem.
Of course, I realize a lot of people were pretty negative in their comments towards me in response to my original post, and a part of me wants to thank you all for your concern. But another part of me wonders if part of this negative response is simply because of the nature of his job.
Ugh.
After sitting on all of this for a few days, I decided I couldn't put off this conversation anymore. I told him that we have to talk, and this isn't about winning an argument. I began with the recordings. I told him I knew he had been stockpiling arguments with our friends going all the way back a year ago and how it makes me feel violated and threatened. He did not deny this. He explained to me why he holds them, in case things ever get twisted and for protecting himself.
Go.
To hear my fiance speak of our relationship in a way that implies he considers our life a potential lawsuit threatened me. When I mentioned this style of questioning me and observing small shifts in my behavior, he explained that this is simply how his brain works, and that given all he's observed in his work, he simply can't shut it off. He explained to me that pointing out details doesn't mean that he believes I'm doing anything incorrect. It's simply that he likes to verify rather than assume. He told me most detectives' girlfriends simply get used to it, leaving me to wonder if this is a common fact or simply a defense people make when they're in fact engaging in poor behavior. The background checks on my friends and colleagues escalated into a bigger problem. He confessed to doing them and stated definitely he would do the same on people in relation to our future kids. He did not think it was an invasion of privacy, but rather just being informed. The talk of children was most sobering. He doubled down on trackers, no sleepovers, and careful screening of every adult in their life. When I called this controlling, he said, healthy doesn't matter if they're safe.
I
That
mean,
phrase stuck in my head since. I asked him if he trusted me. He paused for a very long time before answering me. He finally said that he trusts me as much as he trusts anyone else. I think he did not realize how unnerving that answer was.
bruh.
I just want to know where his limits are. I asked him what would happen if we broke up. He said he would never do anything illegal, but that he thinks a man must take care of himself all the time. What's that supposed
What
to
does that
even mean?
mean?
I've asked for some space and I'm currently staying with family. He didn't appear angry, and I really thought he would get an attitude about it and accuse me of being dramatic.
Oh my God. Now, wait a goddamn minute. Okay.
Well,
Hi. Your makeup is so cute. Your live just appeared on my YouTube feed, and I saw that you were also over here. Thank you. Oh, thank you. It's very appreciated. Run Guntiff lanced a raid avec un groupe de 27 personnes. Hello, Run Guntiff. Thank you for the raid. It's appreciated. I have never had this many people watching me. This is very unnerving. I'm overstimulated. God
Oh my
damn.
gosh.
Wait, Lady Jessie 08 lanced the raid with 64 people. What is happening? Thank you.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Bro, what the fuck? Oh, thank you for the follow. Techie 2014. This shot as well. It's appreciated. Oh, Creeper. Have no fear, the king is here. What the fuck? Thank you for the follow as well, Southside King. And Brett Belit. Yo, that's a lot of people. The follower only chat is on. Oh, yes, I forgot about that. I mean, I usually have like a maximum of 2-3 viewers, so that's why it's on follower only. But damn, give me a second. Like, I'm gonna I'm gonna change that. Like,
Don't get shy now.
I mean, I'm happy about it. I'm just like, I swear to God, I'm so used to having literally like only 2-3 people talking to me. I never thought about how do I even undo that? Wait a minute. I don't even know how I can like put it on not follower only.
If you
That's
want, you can make me a temporary mod, and I think I can do it for you if you want.
I'm gonna do that. I dead ass don't know. Wait a minute. There you go. But hi everybody.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm currently playing Warframe, and I'm judging people. I'm listening to people telling their stories, and I'm judging them because I find that very, very funny to judge people who are living things that I'm not going through. That's that. I listen to Reddit stories and I farm stuff on Warframe at the same time.
Okay.
That's why we listen and we judge over here. So yeah, you caught me
All
at
right.
the
They should be
end
able to
of the
chat.
mission. It's what?
They should be able to chat now.
Okay. Hi. Good morning. Oh fuck me. It's fucking 3 a.m. What the hell? I completely forgot about them. You know what's crazy? I was planning on doing like a 1 hour stream and then go to sleep. But of course not. Because, like, when do I ever do the things that I tell myself to do, right? Warframe is great. Yes. I think so too. Especially when I just want to chill, relax, and listen to stories. I just be farming without thinking. I just farm and I listen. And I find it pretty interesting. Whew! Okay. Well, that was my introduction. Welcome, everybody. I hope that you enjoy my commentary on people's crazy lifestyle. Where were we before that? Oh yeah, I think she was saying, is she gonna leave him? I think she's gonna leave her cup husband.
I think she should.
I mean, the way she's talking about it, she sounds like she doesn't want to stay anymore, or she's thinking about not staying anymore. And I think that's good for her because, you know, like some things I can understand, but there's also so much as like excessive. He's a bit excessive and extremely controlling, and yeah. I don't think that's the kind of life that you want to have to go to. You want to live as a married person. You don't want your life to be stressful like that.
And if he becomes abusive, then you can't exactly go to the police because he's the police.
He's the police. Exactly.
But also, there's another thing. Even if she does break up with him and they become single, whether he becomes obsessive or not, she might get another boyfriend and everything. He might harass him.
Oh, you're right. You can't do that. Oh my god, I keep falling. I keep on falling. Okay, good. Yeah, no. I mean, bro, am I even not going on the right place? God damn. I just hope she doesn't stay, but you're right. If she leaves, it can definitely make her life a living hell. So ultimately, don't date
Oh,
a cop. No offense if there's cops in the chat. Don't date a cop. Them scaries, bro. They have too much power. Ugh, let's see where this goes.
He acted very coldly
if you're gonna
and
date a
matter of
cop,
fact about it.
date a guy who's
While
a
I am not
parking
putting
meter
an end
attendant.
to our engagement,
Wait, with what?
I said if you're gonna date a cop, just date a guy who's a parking meter attendant.
But don't they eventually do other things? Like,
I don't
isn't
know.
this
I know
like a
that they don't
temporary
have the
thing?
same. I don't think they have like the same rules as they don't have the same allowances as regular cops. I think they're at a certain level, like where they just do tickets and maybe citations.
For the rest of their life?
If you don't want to do anything else, but I'm sure they could go
Why
from
wouldn't you
somewhere
want to
else from
do
there.
something else? This looked like a miserable fucking job.
Hey, there are some lunch ladies out there. I'm sure thought they were going to do more rather
Okay,
than
but no,
serve
that's
lunch to.
different. They're out there
Oh,
feeding people, which is way more useful than giving people tickets. They're just trying to go to work or go to
fair
the
enough.
movie theater. Like, man, okay, the thing is, I live in Montreal. If you know Montreal, you know that the fucking parkings here are fucking stupid, okay? Like the road signs and everything, a whole fucking mess. Montreal is a joke when it comes to these kind of things. So no, don't date a motherfucker that gives parking ticket. I don't even have a car anymore, and just thinking about it pisses me off. A
Oh wow, is
mess.
that bad? The driving there that bad? You have to do public commute.
I mean, obviously we have a good commute because it's like a pretty big city, but
Yeah,
I don't need a car,
I
which is great.
like for me, like I'm near Pittsburgh, and so like Pittsburgh is the city with the most bridges in the world. It has 446 bridges,
Mm-hmm.
and it it is a very crazy city to drive. Everyone drives so crazy that you have to drive crazy just to keep up.
Oh
So I
no.
kind of understand where you're going for. The only thing is America, we don't have a good public transportation system because corporations killed that so they could have us buy more cars.
I mean, you do have like in big metropolitan cities like New
Yeah,
York.
but that's like more like New York City or maybe like Los Angeles or Chicago or Atlanta.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, no, okay, I see what you mean. Again, I can't relate. I'm in Montreal. We kind of Gucci here. Yo, Montreal is actually like there's some place in Montreal that people who have cars hate to go to because it's impossible to drive because it's mostly like one-way street that are super small and narrow. And Montreal is an extremely bike-friendly city, which also pisses off a lot of drivers because bikes are every fucking where and they think they're cars. You
Is
can't win.
Montreal on the west or east side of Canada?
I do not know about the west side. The motherfuckers are weird over there. Don't ask me.
So like you're more like on the Lake Erie side
It's basically like
of
Crazy Town. It's great. It's a
gotcha.
great crazy town. Don't insult my crazy town. It's my crazy town. It's a great city. It's a great crazy town. I love it. It's way better. I mean, look. Also, it's cleaner than most big cities. Wait, what the fuck is it? There it goes. It's cleaner than most big cities. Okay. Have you ever been to New York? Oh my god, New York is so
Used to live
disgusting.
in New York State, but not necessarily New York City.
Look, I love me some New York, but as a city, this place is nasty. Oh, honey, nasty, bitch. Like,
It's like the Gotham of real life.
yo, and the fact is, this is also one of the. It's like one of the big financial, basically center of the United States. It's literally where like it's one of like the most like it was basically where Wall Street is. Like the core of like US economy kind of is based in New York. And you would think that with all them rich people around, this city would be cleaner, but nah, bitch. It is not. I look in Montreal, if I step in a puddle, it's whatever. In New York, if I step in a puddle, I'm gonna catch a disease that has been cured for the past 100 years. Like, it's so disgusting. It's
To
actually
be fair,
so disgusting.
you could step into a puddle and you thinking it's not that big, and then it's actually a pool.
I mean, I mean, I wouldn't say like that happened in Montreal. Montreal is known for the to be like construction city because there's always construction in Montreal. There's no such thing as no construction in Montreal. There's always construction. Like if you are a construction worker, you're gonna want to move to Montreal because you're never gonna run out of job, bitch. There's always construction over here. Always. All the time. Everywhere.
I just the reason
It's
why I think the city is
debilitating.
dirty is just partially. I mean, the city's always been dirty. It's been dirty even back in the 1800s and everything. But I just feel like mainly because besides the fact there's people from literally an influx of people from all around the world constantly coming and going, and in fact that everyone has their own ideas of what cleanliness and what that means, and just also America in general having an overstretched sense of like they can't fully keep up with everything because it's constantly growing and changing, and so you can never keep everything put together.
Yeah. Well, look. At least it's clean. You can't have everything.
Fair enough. Like I think about like Japan and everything, like how the society is more about we all look alike. We're more we are more community based rather than we're individualist compared to New York City being more individualistic. And
Oh.
so
Oh yeah.
you know
Oh yeah. No, I
they got
agree.
like a more clean city.
Ah, for fuck's sake. Oh no, I agree about the individualistic thing. Absolutely. Because I remember I was outside walking once, and on the side there was this man. I thought he was dying, but he was
Mhm.
just sleeping in front of a clinic. There was something coming out of his fucking stomach, bro. I was like, what the hell, bro? But I'm Canadian, so I'm like, go to the hospital. Yeah, I bet you
Did he
can't
get
afford
in? Do
it.
you know?
No, no, you don't see that in Montreal because even poor people can go to the hospital without having to pay a fucking down payment on a house. The fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, you're in Europe? Oh, bonjour les Européens. Hi. Hi, European people. Hi, Genova 0605. Hi. Oh, stretching. I will do that. And also, thank you for the follow. It's appreciated. Ugh. Bro. Oh my god, bro. Wait. I want to finish the story. Did she leave him? I hope she left him.
Just yet. I'm definitely considering everything. As much as I love him and think he genuinely wants to do good in our relationship, I don't want a life where I am observed, recorded, and assessed rather than being in a relationship where I have someone's support.
I think that this is
Oof.
I think that this happens a lot in relationships too, that this guy clearly doesn't respect her. Like it's just a lack of respect. Like if you these are like not little things. These are big things. You know, this is the way
Yeah,
that we're going to raise our children. This is the way that our relationship is going, and you're
this
not
is
even
it.
really
Yeah.
understanding
Yeah.
me from an emotional standpoint. You're just looking at everything very very like black and white and linear and just kind of like, yeah, I understand, and you know, like there's not really even an understanding. It's yes, I did that. I think that this is the right course of action and whatever, but that's just not what a relationship in life looks like. It's not a lawsuit. It isn't black and white. Like it
No,
Mhm.
is emotional.
I know. And I would be really offended if my husband, even boyfriend at the time, engaged partner, whatever, like any level, if he looked at me and said, yeah, I trust you about the same level as everyone else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Don't
Right?
you trust me more?
because he doesn't
Like
respect her.
Yeah, I also think that this person clearly thinks that they're the center of
the universe.
the universe, and like they have an issue relinquishing, you know, control to any capacity. So it's like they are like in the state of like, I'm going to control it all. I'm going to do it all. They clearly have a
Yeah.
warped mentality of like what masculinity is. Like a man
Not
should
just
always take care of
masculinity.
himself first. And it's like,
Relationship in general.
Again, what does that mean?
yeah, I mean, there's certain people like you come across people in your life that you're like, no matter what you do, you can't do anything to change them.
Can't
They're
win.
just,
Yeah.
unfortunately, every ass has a seat. There will be someone that will, you know, be more open to this person's lifestyle. It just sounds like this Reddit OP,
hmm
got the term,
There you go.
is just not, it's just not that person. And you're clearly,
Oh,
for lack of better
Jesus.
terms, excuse the pun, you're dodging a bullet here. Because if you think that at any point if and when you were to have a family and children and like incorporate that aspect of life into your relationship, if you think that like they're going to then relinquish control, you are severely mistaken. I know you don't have, I don't know if this person has friends or family in their life that has children, but like that's a part of life when like you need to be a team, you need to be a unit, you need to be making decisions, and also you need. I can't understand the mentality of just like I have it all figured out, but they have things figured out about a part of life that they have no experience with. So like, unfortunately for OP, like it is only going to get worse if they continue life, because there are so many aspects of life that they haven't even challenges they haven't hurdled yet or even approached, that it doesn't seem like everything they've learned about this person that they're going to be able to do it as a unit. He is going to try to do it himself and then fall back on the whole like, well, it's because I know best. It's someone who's probably like violently insecure, can't relinquish control.
Yes.
And this person is better off with someone like the next person that comes around. If they
No,
decide
this person is not better off. This person needs therapy. This person needs therapy because you can't. This is not a relationship that you can maintain. This is not viable. Yo, what the fuck? The sabotage mission is only 1? Usually it's 3. Damn, that's fucking fast. The fuck am I doing? I'm far as hell. I was not paying attention. I was too busy listening to the story. But yeah, no, I don't think this cop needs. Because who wants to live like this anyway? Maybe another cop who's just as obsessive and like mentally stiff as he is. But I feel like most sane, normal people don't want to deal with this kind of bullshit. Like, especially in a marriage. The fuck? I don't want to feel like I'm a fucking suspect in my own home, in my own house. No. Where are they? I'm lost. I should have paid attention.
to like break the engagement off is going to be like so the opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
And then hindsight will be 2020 and they'll see like, oh shit, like
That was bad.
that was really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're in a relationship like this, you're going to spend the rest of your life, trying to just win your partner's approval, which is not how a relationship should be. And then he'll never be wrong. He's never trying to win your approval.
Yeah, no,
he
He
doesn't
doesn't
care.
respect you. He doesn't trust you. Clearly, he
Doesn't
said it.
need your approval.
So
she's doing the work for the relationship.
I know.
Like, I don't know if I said it about this one or another one. This sounds like a cry for
What?
help,
The fuck
and like
there.
she's doing the one where she's like, no, defending him, blah, blah, blah. Like, she's the one that's trying to make it all work. And he's just like, no, I will
Yeah.
stand by. I think that, like the whole thing about like being extra careful about who your kids are bringing around.
Yes, that's
I,
normal.
as a parent, like I get it to a degree. This guy has access to a lot more resources. So like, I'm not going to sit there and say like, I'm 100% on his side.
yeah.
But your mind does get a little barbaric and crazy when you have children, because
No, there's some good points in
like that
what he's
is
saying.
like there is a sense of like the world is scary. Like
Mhm.
when you have kids, you want to keep them close because the outside world is what's scary.
yeah,
So like
absolutely.
there are points where you've probably thought as a parent some crazy things, but
yes. All
you
the
also
time.
don't have the resources to do those things, and if this is someone that is this, I don't want to use the term unhinged lightly, but like just a little nuts, then
I agree. I mean,
Look, ultimately, there's, like I said earlier, when the story started, I can understand certain things. I can understand wanting to do a background check, like, because my parents were similar. They'd be running background check on people. Because, that's part of their that used to be part of their job. So, I can understand the background check things. Although, I still feel like it's best to at least have a talk. Because it does feel a bit invasive. Like, why are you asking, like, why are you doing a background check on my friend that I've known for fucking 20 years? Like, do you feel like she might have done something? Does she look suspicious? Like, what are we doing?
I think it's like more of like a mental check thing. Like he's just covering his bases rather than the fact. Because also the same thing, if they're going to live together, this woman's going to come into their home. So I don't blame him about doing background checks on friends. It was like he can do that if he wants. It's not like he's like invasively doing that to
I'm not saying. I'm
Um,
just saying, like, at least talk to me about it. Maybe I don't know, because I feel like if
yeah,
you're
I
not
agree.
you
I
doing
agree with the
everything in my
talking.
back, it's kind of weird. Like, it feels like you're suspecting me or her of something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like, because again, like, sometimes I can understand the background check, because I feel like sometimes people be, because like I said earlier, if you do a background check on that guy you've been seeing, it might save you a lot of pain, because you know they're not gonna
I will say
say
that.
like
Yeah,
criminals won't fucking, it's not written in their forehead that they're scammers or whatever.
yeah. I will say though, like I agree he should talk to her about this, but if she said no, I would have done it anyways and not said anything, but doesn't mean I want to accuse that person of anything. It just I have a right to do a background check for my own safety, let alone. But I will say
Yeah,
this when it comes to like a detective like him and everything, you got to also understand he his job requires him to constantly be looking for the worst in people, finding the worst people, and trying to figure out why understand how they think, what they do, and everything, so he can catch these people and stuff. So I can understand he's constantly in this state of mind of like, who is this person, what they want, what are they doing, what do they want involved with me or my family or my friends and everything, and how do I protect the people I care about
look,
in the best way I know how.
look. My dad was a prison warden, okay,
Hmm.
and my mom was a federal, what it's fucking called, what is it, parole officer.
Judge. Oh.
Yeah. Uh so my dad had mostly like the petty crime because it was like a provincial prison. My mom had the pedophiles and the mass murderers because she was working with the federal one, and because she was really good at her
Hmm.
job, she would get the worst case. Do you have any idea how fucked up it is to learn how like the mafia were keeping hold on their prostitutes when you're fucking 8 years old?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to know that they're putting curling iron hot in their vagina. Thank you. But I learned these things at a very early age, and she would be running background check on everybody. Again, I can understand because all they see every day, all day is criminals.
Yeah.
You
I can
know?
also imagine for your mom in general and everything, learning that about what's happening to other kids and everything, and thinking like, God forbid, something that happens to her own kid and stuff, and
I
she want
know.
she was
I know. I had a very, very sheltered childhood. It was great.
yeah.
Nothing happened to me. Just kidding. I was a fucking monster. I hated being told what to do because I have an opposition disorder. So sadly for my poor parents, it was hell. Cause
I,
I don't
I
like being told shit.
I think that's kind of expected coming from a kid coming from parents who one works at a federal parole officer, another one working at another prison and everything. I kind of expected you to have an oppositional defiance disorder.
Yeah, well, I'm sadly the only one of my three sisters who had one, so I was the fucked up kid. Ha! My two sisters were
Were you the middle or the
perfect.
last?
I'm the middle. I'm the little
All right,
black
that
sheep of the
explains even
family.
more.
Ugh. But I'm not saying that my older sisters didn't fuck up eventually. It's just that I
Well, we're
happen
all
to have the
human.
like longest amount of years of fucking up, and then now I'm an adult, so I mostly stay home and do my thing. My sisters, they waited until they were in their 20s to fuck up. It just took them longer, but eventually they also did some dumb shit. It's just that by the time they finally started to do some dumb shit, I was an angel ish. I was like, ha, look at y'all bitches doing some dumb shit. Ha ha ha. Suck my dick. It's not me this time. Have fun.
Oh my God, you're so ruthless to your sisters.
Oh, please. Do you have any idea how annoying it is to constantly be compared to, oh my god, why can't you be more like your sisters? I don't give a damn. They can do what they want. If they want to be perfect children, that's on them. But, like, sometimes
Yeah.
teachers are fucking trash, and I'll be calling them out on it. It's not my fault if the teacher started crying because I was a rude little bitch. I was a terrible kid, honestly. Like, if I was a teacher to my younger self, I would beat her up. Cause I'm like, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Why are you rude? Like, I was a mess. I was absolutely monstrous. I do feel bad for some of the teacher that I had when I was a kid, honestly. Because they didn't deserve this. All they do is clock in for work and try to teach me stuff. But like sometimes they'd be just either sometimes they'd be racist or
Yeah.
they'd be too weak. And my opposition disorder asks, if I smell weakness in an adult, it's over. Because now I feel like I can have like, I can like have something out of it, or like I can manipulate you into doing something that you don't want to do. Where the fuck am I going? I always get lost in this fucking game, bro. I swear to God. Where am I going? Well, yeah, no, I was not a fun kid. Sadly, I can fully admit that now that I'm 30. I was terrible. I feel bad. Not that I can do anything about it now. But because I don't, I feel like if I go to see my older teacher that I was really mean to, she's probably just gonna fucking run away yelling. Like she's been freed from me for like the past 15 years. I gotta leave her alone. Poor
Let her
woman.
live out the rest of her days in peace.
Yes, she deserves peace and quiet. She doesn't deserve to see the fucking source of her anger and anguish from high school. She I owe her a fucking trip to like all inclusive
You're a
hotel.
cruise.
Okay? Like on God, I told myself one day if I win the lottery, I'm paying her a fucking trip to an all inclusive just for the fact that I made her cry and she didn't deserve any of it. I was just mean, bro.
What did
Cause
you do to her?
I was just rude. Cause like the thing is, I always had a vendetta against adults when I was younger because adults were my enemy. Cause they always wanted to tell
Oh,
me what to do, and I don't like being told what to do. And the thing is, if I don't respect you as an adult, like my mentality back then was simple. I don't owe you shit, but you better earn my respect. If you
yeah.
don't earn my respect, good luck teaching your class. It was that ruthless. It was really bad. And she did not earn my respect because she was weak. And I knew that. I felt it. And that's where she lost. And it's
So,
not even her
would you get a lot
fault.
of
Huh?
would you get a lot of detentions or suspensions
Oh yeah.
because of it?
Oh yeah. My dad would joke around saying, "Oh yeah, your teacher had my phone number on speed dial." But like it's kind of true, sadly. My teacher did have my dad's phone number on speed dial because I was always on some bullshit. I got like expelled from some places. A mess, bro. An actual mess. So,
Damn.
yeah, I got expelled
Like what?
from the kindergarten.
Oh my god. But
But
wait,
to be
so
fair, to be fair, the
whose
bitch
juice
was
box did you
wildin'.
steal?
No, she what is the thing? She didn't broke my arm, but she dislocated my arm trying to
Oh, damn.
uh like reel me in or whatever. Like I don't know what I was doing. I was probably running around doing some stupid shit, and she grabbed me too strongly, too hard, and she dislocated my arm. I was like 4 years old. I
And
was
what'd
just
you
an
do to her?
innocent little bitch. I didn't do shit. I was 4.
Oh, I thought you did something to her.
I don't know what I did. I was 4. You don't dislocate my arm.
But like, what made you deem that teacher weak though? That you're like, I can't respect you because you're not strong enough in my eyes.
She would let me dominate her.
Oh, she let you. I
Like,
gotcha.
because again, my mentality was actually fucking horrible back then. So, like, to me as an adult, you're supposed to command respect, right? You're supposed to command, like, you're supposed to make me listen to you. Or, like, at
Yeah.
least, there's like some teacher that I really liked, by the way, back then. Some teachers, a lot of my teachers I actually appreciate because they knew how to work with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they knew what
Yeah.
to do with me so that I wouldn't be a problem in their class.
So like for
Sadly for
example,
her. She did
I
not know
think it's
what to
kind of
do.
interesting for the fact that you having a parole officer as a mom and a warden as a dad and everything. It makes it interesting that for those two being strong, like commanding respect type of people, type of jobs and everything, you used to that at home. So when you didn't encounter that from other adults, you felt that they were weak rather than the fact that they were strong in a different way.
Oh yeah, my parents were running a tight ship at home, so as soon as I was outside of home, it was like, bitch, I'm free. Sadly.
So
Yeah.
they weren't like your parents. You were like, I control you.
My parents, absolutely. Which was very annoying. I was always trying to find a way to have them not control. Oh my god, this dojo is amazing. What the fuck? I feel like I'm in freaking Mass Effect. I miss Mass Effect. What
Oh,
the
that is pretty.
hell? This dojo is crazy. I have never seen a place like this. But
I'll
yeah,
be
no.
right.
I mean, my teacher, like I said, some of my teachers were great. A lot of them were great. She sadly simply did not know what to do with me, and I did not respect her for that. Because I felt like if adults were not able to make me fear them or make me want to respect them, then what the fuck are you good for? You're just here to like be weak and like ask me things like the way she was like she was not even able to like when she was mad at us as she, as she should because we were doing some dumb shit. She was not able to command it to say like, "Yo, that's enough. You gotta stop this right the fuck now." Like I don't know, like like I needed her to shit cuss me out. You know what I'm saying? Get mad, do something. But she was not able to do that. I don't know why. I felt like also sometimes I was trying to teach her a lesson. Because what do you mean you letting my. I mean, I was like 15 or 16, so I was a teenager, which is kind of worse because teenager be scaring teachers sometimes. Not that I was violent. I was not violent. I was just talking back and having attitude, basically. Like, I was having an attitude problem. So she would be talking to me and I'd be like, looking at her with disgust all the time. Like, why are you talking to me? What? Like, I'm busy not doing the thing that I'm supposed to do. How dare you interrupt me while I'm doing bracelet instead of practicing my musical instrument? Like, that's the kind of attitude that I had. So she couldn't win. She could never win. And that's why I'm like, when I finally, like, years ago, when I was thinking back about high school, I was like, damn, bro. So yeah, I did see if one day I have like I get rich or I win the lottery, I'm sending her a all paid everything included trip to work to Fiji or Cuba, man. Have
Get
fun,
our
bitch.
cruise.
You deserve it. Cause I really made her life a fucking living hell for no reason other than my stupid teenage ego. And she really didn't like being a teacher is hard, bro. And she didn't deserve this. So yeah.
Hmm.
I so no, I don't want to see her because I don't think I'm pretty sure she doesn't want to see me, and I want her to have peace and quiet.
Give her a Royal Caribbean
Hi,
cruise.
blissful cow. How are you, love? And what you say?
I said, give her a Royal Caribbean cruise.
A cruise? No, I don't want her to. Every time I hear about cruise ship, it's because of some dumb shit. Like I used to want to be in a cruise too, you know, but every time we hear about cruise, there's like an outbreak, or the toilets don't work, or there's a murder, pirates. No, no. If I say I want her to have peace and quiet, I'm not gonna send her to a place where she could catch fucking hantavirus or whatever the fuck. That would like break the purpose of why I'm trying to redeem myself. Like I'm sending her to her possible death. No,
That'd be kind of funny. You try and do one nice thing for her, and then it turns out to be the worst trip of her life.
no, I could never forgive myself. I don't know where she is right now. I just hope that she. I honestly hope that she. I hope honestly that she's cussing students out. Cause I'm sorry, but like, I'm not saying that like teacher need to be rude, but you need. Cause I was a day camp animator for years. Okay, I was a day camp animator for years, and I had the oldest one, which were between 9 and 13 years old. And them
Mhm.
motherfuckers were teens, so they had a whole lot of attitude. Like, they just learned how to put makeup on, their boobs are growing, their penis are leaking in the morning, they think they're men. They have older brothers that show them fucking porn. The type of bullshit that you see in these kids, bro. And I had to deal with all of that. Okay? And guess what? Them kids were respecting me because I wasn't taking none of their shit. Like, who the fuck you think you're talking to? Like, oh yeah, yeah, you want to give me attitude? No, girl. I'm not sure who the fuck you think you are right now, but this ain't it, and I'm not the one. So they were not fucking with me, and not fucking with me like in a way like they were not like disrespecting me. They knew that I was not gonna take any of their disrespect. And if we wanted to have fun, we could have fun. I can be the fun fucking day camp animator, but don't piss me off, cause then I'm not gonna be fun anymore. You know. You gotta command respect, especially in teenage. Teenage, if you give them a fucking centimeter, they're gonna take a mile. Because as soon as they feel like they can roll you over, they will. Teenagers are ruthless.
Well,
Absolute
you would know.
demons. You gotta know how to handle them. Because otherwise they're gonna walk all over you. And that's
Mhm.
coming from experience because I used to be a teenager. So when I had to deal with them little monsters, I knew exactly what to do. But sadly, like I said, my teacher was too kind, and she had like too much of a soft voice, and I only saw her get mad once, but not mad like, but like actually like yell at us once, and that's the day I made her cry. So, because I'm like, who the fuck you think you're talking to? Literally the way I would treat my kids, but to her, like, who are you yelling to? Are you well? Because mind you, she was not yelling for no reason. She had a
Yeah.
reason, but to
You were
me it
testing her
was not good
patience.
enough. To me it was like, it's too late now. You can yell now because I know I know you enough to know that this is probably painful for you. You know what I mean? So I didn't respect it either. She never had a chance. I was a monster and I didn't want it to hear it. She never stood a chance. I will always regret the way I treated her when I was 15, bro. 15 years later, and I'm like, damn. I may have punched me in the face back then if I was my teacher. Because I swear to God, I'm not going to take I wouldn't take I wouldn't take my behavior lightly. I wouldn't fuck with it. So, I don't know how she put up with it for so long, but I really hope that now she's beating these kids up, bro. Go ahead. You have my full support. Don't let them run over you, Queen. You deserve better than this. Ah, sad. We in here, Ice Lova. Well, welcome here. Hi. I'm retelling some terrible things that I've done in my childhood that I'm not proud of. This is therapy. No, I'm joking. Okay, wait. Did we hear she left her fucking cup of a boyfriend or not? Because we keep pausing and then we go on a different shit. I don't think she left him, right? Yet, at least. Let me check.
I think there's some blinders on right now, and like some of his points completely valid, but again, just a little too far, and that is kind of the resources. But it's like, there's like a quote. It's like the power quote. Maybe it's from like Spider-Man or something, where it's like,
Please don't quote Spider-Man unless you're going to have me do it correctly.
but like, you know, the one with the power. It's like,
With great power comes
With
great
great power
responsibility.
comes great
close,
responsibility.
Is that Iron Man? What's it from?
Oh,
No!
Spider-Man.
See, I'm going to scream into the microphone.
What
right
is it?
now.
Say it, please.
It's with great power must also come great responsibility. Uncle Ben, Spider-Man.
Okay, I knew where it came from though. That's crazy.
Good job.
But that's,
You said
you know,
Iron
he's
Man!
gotta reel it in and have, the responsibility side of it.
Yeah, I also don't want to just start like loosely throwing around the term of like abuse, but like someone that has a little more understanding of that world might be
Yeah.
able to look at this under a different scope and say like, this is potentially dangerous because again, she's doing the work to be like, no, everything's okay. And then
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
absolutely abuse. Like
It
it's
can turn
I mean,
into
it's
It seems
very
like
clearly
it.
abuse.
I'm
Yeah.
not a professional.
Well,
Neither am I,
let's
but
we'll let them chime in. We'll see. We'll
yeah.
wait for them in the comments.
Do you think they'll see it? Or your listeners?
Our listeners, yeah,
Yeah,
we've got a lot of psychologists,
Oh.
LMFTs, like a lot of therapists. So on some of the stories, we'll get like their takes. I
Mhm.
love when like our
Awesome.
lawyers chime in on legal stories. Like we have a good
Very
community
nice.
that comments. But this post the update is from December 15th, 2025. So just a few weeks ago.
Oh my.
Oof.
So I could see us getting another update eventually.
Gotta get some internet sleuths to
Ooh.
like check
Exactly.
some homicide detectives in the country.
Hopefully she left
exactly.
him.
Let's see maybe we can find him. And like, yeah.
Maybe don't open that can of worms.
It's gonna come for
Fine.
you.
Okay.
Maybe not.
One last one to just like send us off on a good foot in a good mood.
Okay.
Love and foot.
What? What did you say? You say I love a foot?
I was gonna say love going off on a good note, but like I said, love foot.
He loves feet.
Look,
Not
Bigfoot
really.
guy.
we don't.
No,
kink
don't
shame
start
over
that.
here.
Let's make that very clear.
Unless it's about poop.
You're
then
the
I'm
one
gonna
that
kink
wants to
shame.
make a foot statue.
It's true.
A candy foot.
I'm trying to give him business advice, which is a very sought after.
You're going to be the
commodity
first
nowadays.
customer. You want to try it.
No, ew, don't do that.
This one is titled Me, 19 female, with a guy I'm seeing, 20 male, 3 dates. He only wears the same shirt.
Hold on. Is that it?
No.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Hey Reddit, so I've been seeing this guy. We met through a work friend. So we weren't friends before or anything like that. He's really great, attractive, has a nice job. He's funny, considerate, A+.
Damn,
I really
Night
like
Weapon
him.
is fucking
We texted
powerful.
a little
What
bit
the
before
fuck?
our first date. I said that I'd really like a casual date. When I get to the restaurant, he's wearing a "Where's the Beef" shirt.
Fire.
Stop.
I thought it was hilarious. I loved it. Second date, we go bowling. It was adorable. I'm terrible at it, but I do love bowling. He's terrible too, so we used the bumpers. Kids were making fun of us, but it was really great. He's wearing the same shirt again. I assumed it was
Girl.
because I thought it was so funny on the first date. Third date, he's making me dinner at his place. I get there, it's the same shirt.
No.
2 weeks has gone by since the first date. I ask him if it's a running joke or if it was just a coincidence. He shows me his closet.
No.
Every single shirt.
No.
Every single one that read, "Where's the beef?"
No.
He opens a drawer, even more of them. Exactly the same.
Why?
He says the ones in the drawer are a size bigger for around the house and sleeping in. He has a lot of them. Probably about 20, but I'm not sure.
20.
Okay.
I asked why, and he said he just really likes that shirt.
Yeah.
I was really weirded out, but we had dinner and then I left. I called my friends who introduced us. He said, "Oh, yeah, he always wears that shirt. I thought I
Bro,
told you that." No, you did fucking not. Reddit,
that's kind of
what do I do?
weird.
I really like this guy, but I don't know if I want to start something with a guy that dresses like a cartoon character. What
Like
would you
every
do?
single time? Like that's kind of crazy. But like I'm cuz I know like men be buying shit in bulk. I can do that too sometimes. I be buying my sport bra in bulk, my leggings in bulk. But like go on a date, I can never see myself going on 3 different dates with the same guy and wearing the same shit once. Like I'm gonna no. But I'm a woman, so like I mean, that's a bit different. Men do not care as much about the appearances, but the same shirt 3 times in a row is crazy. Like damn. Like also it's not really a good look. I don't know. Like I'm not. It doesn't necessarily mean that he's unwashed or disgusting, but I am gonna be like, can I bring you to my work function? Like, can I mate you? Can you meet my parents? And let's say we go spend like the weekend at my parents. You're gonna have the same T-shirt the whole time? Like, it's weird. Maybe I'm too much of an adult for that shit, but no, I'm good. I'm good. Well, we're grinding some Warframe on Switch. Hey, on Switch. Ooh. I don't know. You can play Warframe on the Switch, like the Nintendo Switch? Or like more like the Steam Deck? Cause I do love to grind some Warframe as well. I'd be grinding Warframes for hours while judging people. I feel you.
Help.
See, this is tough. I think there's two routes to go, obviously. The not being into it and saying, like, listen, no thank you. I just want to see other people. You don't necessarily need to give a reason why. Or triple down, show up to his place with a boombox outside of his window wearing a What's the Beef shirt and just be, there you go.
There you go.
A sign of romance.
So then you're just fully in now.
Fully in on the beef.
Where's the beef family?
Oh man.
This is what's funny is I feel like we know someone that would do something like this where they just have the same shirt over and over and over again.
I don't even know who you're thinking of.
This is such a college coded thing.
Yes,
where,
that's what I'm saying.
like,
It's like it's a bit
their
immature.
whole personality is just like quippy graphic tees and stuff like that, which as a reformed graphic t-shirt wearer, reformed, I feel like I can understand that.
You keep going.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what was going on. Like,
She's going to get a gun.
she's going to get it.
Stop. Wait, is this the shirt? First of all, the fact that it's yellow makes this 100 times worse.
Well, isn't it from a Wendy's commercial from like the 80s?
Is that what it is?
I believe
I have
it was
no
like
idea.
the commercial was like
And it's
an
ugly.
old woman.
No.
Or was it Wendy?
This shirt is not even. At least I don't know if it was white or black, but it's a yellow shirt with red letters, and you're gonna wear that 3 times in a row when we're at the early stage of dating,
That is a weird choice.
bro. The second time I would have been like, did you? Is it because like you just did your laundry and you know what? Because it's a very ugly shirt.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's one thing if like it can fit with anything, but it's fucking yellow with red letter, sir. I would literally ask myself if he's trolling me because he doesn't really want to date me. Like that would literally be something that would ask myself, because why? But again, I'm 30, so I don't really have the kind of patience for this kind of nonsense. No, I don't, because that's too specific. It's a fucking ugly ass shirt.
These are, first of all, if you're a fast food company and you have to have a thing that says, where's the beef? Problem.
Should be right there in your commercial.
You shouldn't have to look hard to find the beef.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
And
Wow.
wanted you guys to have something nice to remember our time.
Thank
by.
you.
I swear to God, I feel like if you walk into someone's house and they have 30 shirts.
30 of those. Where's
Yo,
the beef?
that's very
yellow
specific.
shirts in general.
So I think in this story, there's some context that it's red with yellow writing. So-
Not much better. Not much better. It is better, but not much.
It's not.
I think that like if you actually wanted to date this guy, I'd be like, dude, you're
What's
not
up
gonna
with
let
it?
this go.
Yeah.
Like it's time.
Yeah, is it a bet? Were you bullied as a kid?
Well-
Someone
Exactly.
comments that.
There's
Somebody-
something.
There's
going on.
something there.
So, someone goes, what if he was traumatized as a child by a different shirt? We just don't know.
Yeah, I mean, do we have information on why? Like, if he just says, like, yeah, I just like them, there's clearly, like, his, like, fraternity, like, made a bet. Like, listen, dude, wear the shirt until she realizes it, and then once she does, you have the amount of dates, you have to drink that many Busch Lights and just absolutely rage hard at the next formal.
Dude, 20 shirts of the same shirt.
And
Mhm.
they're
That's
ugly.
not even necessary.
Also, can I,
It's a month.
for a sec,
He doesn't want to run out. He's
How could
conservative
you?
with laundry.
Ciao.
for a second, okay?
Okay.
I think that one of the things that could be taken from this, what was the Reddit thread on this? Is it a listener? Do we know?
It is coming from r/relationships.
Okay.
It's
Mm.
10 years old now.
10 years old. First of all, this was prime, like, people doing things just to be quirky on the internet.
Yeah.
Which I guess still happens.
Yeah, but now we have
2.
AI, so
If nothing else, this shows that this person is committed.
Mm-hmm.
They're loyal.
Oh.
Where that loyalty is, maybe today it's placed in Where's the Beef t-shirts. Maybe tomorrow it's placed in the relationship. And then
Right.
how beautiful, let me do this. Let me go.
I haven't said a word.
Pull in tight, please. If you could just like play some like, like sappy music
There's no
behind
end
me.
here.
Oh my god.
You know, one day there will come a time where he finally takes that Where's the Beef shirt off. And it'll be a moment, a stepping stone in that relationship. OP, if you're listening, do you want to be that moment? Do you want to be the person that he takes off the Where's the Beef shirt for?
Do you want to take that t-shirt off?
Rip it off. Like
he probably,
Hulk
he probably
Hogan.
wouldn't like that. He probably wouldn't like that at all.
He's got 19 more. It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
You can get a little wild with one.
And I feel like
You
there's...
could donate these to him.
Yeah.
So then he's got
I'm not going
22.
to enable. He doesn't need more. 20 shirts is like, how can that even be possible? Like, that's one for 20 days. You can wear the same shirt and not do laundry.
Exactly.
I kind of respect it, honestly. There's a level of dedication
Yeah.
here that I am almost envious of.
Mm.
Like, they can just commit to one shirt. If anything, it makes going out and,
Oh,
figuring
so
out what
much
to wear
easier.
so much easier.
I panic every time I have to get dressed.
Yeah. What if you know, like, I'm going out. Where's the beef?
I'm on an island here. I'm going out. Where's the beef? Also, how is this appropriate in like every setting? You know what I mean?
Literally.
Well, what
Well,
does he
he-
wear to a wedding?
Does
Is
he
he got
work
where's
from
the
home?
beef under the tux?
Probably. He works in IT, so he gets away with it for his job.
Oh,
Very
okay.
casual. Very
They're
casual.
very casual.
Yeah.
Every day's where's the beef?
Mhm.
I feel like, I understand why people can look at this and say, like, ew, what? I think this is a man that just wants to be loved for his t-shirt collection.
And
It's
yet
an
something
immediate
is getting in the way of that.
That's all there is
It's
to it.
ironic. Something is getting in the way of this love that you seek, and
How
it's the beef.
How can you look at this and not be in love with somebody?
Yeah.
You got to love someone inside and out, from the tip of their head. That's
tip
not
of their head. Where is the tip of your head?
Some people have pointy heads.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
I guess technically the tip of a head would be a chin.
No, that's a chin.
That's not how that works.
Why? It's technically
I
a
feel
tip,
like the tip is the top.
but the tip does not need to be the top.
That's the tippy top.
Would you say the tip of a needle is the top of the needle? No, it's the bottom of the needle.
What are we talking about?
What
Needle
are we
tip?
talking about?
It's not the bottom.
Why not?
That's the plunger. The
You-
tip of the needle is where you put it into people.
No, because then they turn it upside down in order to use it properly. So that's
You
the
just said
bottom.
it. Turn it upside down.
Well,
Boom.
they hold it in a specific manner.
Yeah.
That for appropriate proper usage,
Uh-huh.
which means technically when it is used properly, it is the bottom.
I feel like you're doing a lot of gymnastics to
I'm-
make
I
that
have
work
a
for you.
nosebleed.
Oh yeah, I am.
I don't know how would you even react if you
It's
like
not that
went to a
deep.
dude's house and he just had like the same. You know what that reminds me of? Remember in the movie Dodgeball, where he goes to her house and she's got all unicorns and she seemingly otherwise is like normal, and you get it's
Yeah.
like, what is going on here?
I mean, I would have asked on the third date. I'm very curious. So I'd have been like, what's the story? You got 20.
I would have
but,
asked on
like,
the first.
What's the story? Well, you didn't know about like
No,
you
because
s-
people wear quirky
date number
things.
2. You could have
Yeah,
asked.
but I'd be like, where's the
bowling.
beef?
People
Like,
have
that's
What
the
is
shirt-
the beef?
People have quirks. You guys are missing the full picture here. This person,
This is beyond a quirk.
if they are loyal to their shirt,
Maybe it's a kink.
they are going to
Not a
be
quirk.
loyal. Maybe they keep it on when things get a little more intimate.
I am certain of that.
And then there's an answer to where's the beef. You know what I'm saying? Like it fits every part of life.
And here it is.
I'm excited.
Where's the beef?
And here it is.
I'm excited for you to share in that glory with him.
Who am I sharing with what?
You wear your
beef.
shirt.
Yeah.
You can.
Oh,
you
I mean,
can-
I will tell you this. I'm going to go home and my wife is going to be like, first question I have,
Where'd you get that?
why the shirt?
Yeah.
Thank you
How
for this.
sweet,
This was
yeah.
really kind. I know how,
I'm gonna give it a go.
should we wear it out of here?
Come
No.
on. No, I'm just gonna commit to just in my apartment at first, just to try it out
Okay.
and see if the beast takes over me.
It can also just be like a sleep shirt or literally
Literally a sleep shirt.
a donation shirt that you just then feel really good about.
See, I am big on gifts, and I
They're
will
yelling
hold
at
this.
us. We gotta go.
I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's
All right.
not. That's
This
not
will be
leaving.
forever in my home. This will get passed down to my grandchildren. Probably.
Holy
Oh my
shit.
god.
Where can people listen to you first? Like, thanks for coming on. I'm
Thank
like,
you for having us.
Yes, thank
I'm
you so
so
much.
excited.
For
Where
having
can
us.
people find you?
You can find us at The Basement Yard, YouTube, and Spotify, and wherever you find
Everywhere.
podcasts.
All
Everywhere.
over the place.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
All of their links will be in the description. Super easy to find. Amazing podcast. Quirky. Fun. You guys are quirky.
We're quirky.
Not the
Like-
shirt.
Like
quirked.
2009 Zoe Deschanel?
I don't know if we're that quirked.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay.
So
But we're
edition
quirky.
now.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
Very
Until next time, guys.
specific.
Bye.
Woo! Well, my 1 hour stream turned into a 2 hour 30 stream. Okay, it's not as long as I thought it was gonna be, but I felt like it was really long. But I don't know, 2 hours 30 is decent actually. I finished an episode of the Too Hot Take podcast. This time she had the Basement Yard as guest, the guy from the Basement Yards podcast. And at least this time there was not a lot of story about poop. No, because like there was an episode of me reacting to some of the MIDSL and there was the amount of poop story. Ugh. I was honestly just I spent the whole night being disgusted. Like I was like, what is wrong with people? But yeah, I mean, like I said, we don't kink shame, but like after hearing all these stories, I just had like trauma flashback to Two Girl One Cup, and I'm like, we had no business watching this when we were children. Okay, I don't know how old you are, but like as a millennial, this was definitely something that probably altered my brain chemistry as a kid, and I wish that on nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah. So stay away from the internet, kids. I would literally like I cannot believe that I'm still awake. I'm actually appalled. Cause I'm supposed to go catch Pokemons today. Cause it's like the
Catch Pokemon.
Yes, it's the like 10 years anniversary of the Pokemon Go app.
Oh, I didn't even know that was still going on.
Oh, it is. It's very much still alive, and because I live in like in the big cities, there's like we can actually do like raids and stuff. And so there's
What does
a
that mean,
bunch of
raid?
nerds who go. We all meet downtown and we catch Pokemons and raid gyms. And like
That
this
sounds
weekend,
fun.
Mewtwo is out.
Oh, okay.
And a bunch of other like legendary rare Pokemons. So like my homegirl put me back in Pokemon Go like back in May or June. And I've been regularly actually going outside to catch Pokemon because usually I stay the fuck inside. But it's summer and I was looking for a reason to go outside. And because I can't keep on dating all these people, like several dates a week is exhausting. But
Yeah.
Pokemon Go is a good way to not use people for free meal and still doing exercise because you have to walk a lot. And I'm outside.
I gotcha.
So I'm being an independent woman who don't need no man to buy me lunch. I'm catching Pokemons. But yeah, not that I don't like a free meal, but you know, it takes a toll on the mental to have too many dates. Not that it's kind of crazy that I'm complaining about it. I feel like that's probably coming from a very privileged position. Not that I think that I'm the shit. I think that I'm very okay looking, but I do know that it's different for a lot of men.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Well,
the
you're
whole
very pretty.
male loneliness epidemic thing. I never understood it. I can't relate because our experience on dating app are very different. Very
Well,
different.
they say for a woman dating in the modern dating world, it's like dating is like a swamp, and for men dating is like a desert.
Pretty much. Yes. That's why I changed my criteria on Hinge so I don't get bothered too much. Because
Yeah.
otherwise, it's too much. But alas, I'm gonna end the stream here, and I'm gonna try to sleep. Try is the important word here, because it's fucking 4 a.m., bro. Oh my god,
I understand.
it's 4 a.m. I'm sorry, I said bro, girly. It's fucking 4 a.m.
You
I
can call me whatever you want, just not late for dinner.
lol, bro. I'm always late. Not that I don't want to sound racist, but like I'm a black woman. If you tell me it starts at 5, bitch, I'm gonna be there at 7, and it's not your fault.
Oh my
I'm a
god.
time terrorist. I suck at time management so
So
badly.
basically, tell you significantly earlier.
Yes, 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 absolutely. So I don't disappoint you. But alas, I had fun. I had fun. I got
That's
rated
fun
by
too.
a huge amount of people.
Do you want to rate out the people that are watching now?
Oh, I can rate. I can do that. I don't even know. Wait, how do I rate?
I can start the raid for you.
Okay, okay. So who are we rating?
Let me see if it lets me choose. But am I still mod? Hold on.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Yeah. Hold on.
Because I don't know how to
Hmm.
unmud you anyway. So
Hold on, real quick. Start raid a channel. Do you want me to? Do you want to pick, or do you want me to pick?
okay, wait. Show me, like, tell me who you see. I thank you for the follow, Nixter. It's appreciated.
I see people who I follow. But if you go on your thing, you'll see who you follow.
Oh, okay. Wait, give me a second. Let me pretend that I know what I'm doing. I stream on Twitch, but I'm a fucking noob. I have no idea what I'm doing most of the time. All right, let me see. Okay, okay, raid. Um, if I click on follow. Oh, I mean, this dude is really he's funny. He's called Necro, and he mostly play retro game, like old ass game with an emulator.
Oh, okay.
There's him, or let me see, Warframe. Who's playing Warframe right now? That looks pretty cool. Like, let me see. There's obviously a lot of people playing Warframe right now. Because it's Warframe. I see so many VTubers. Holy moly, fucking hell. Why are there so many VTubers? That's all that I see. That's so funny. There's a whole different world out there. Like, no, for real. Like, let me put it on my main screen. Like, all I see. Okay, there's one guy here. VTuber. I don't know. I can see. I don't think that person showed themselves. Yo. Okay. Um, that person's événement spéciaux. That person has drop activated, but it's also a VTuber. I feel like maybe people want to like watch someone who show their face. Taille similaire ou petite. Oh wait, yes. Maybe people who don't have a lot of viewers. Yeah, like that person has 9, 10. See, that's like 10 more than me usually. Lol. All right. I'm gonna raid oh wait, no, that person. Okay, wait, that person is in French. Fuck, that person is in French. Spanish. can you check in language? Cause dang. You know what? I think I'm just gonna raid my bro. I know he's English. Let's go, Nick Ho. I choose you, Nick Roger. All right. Let me put something here. Viewer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I've rated somebody for the first time. 57 people. Well, mwah. I hope that was cool. Now, does that mean that they see him, right?
Yeah, you're still rating. It's going through.
Okay, so they're not seeing me no more.
No, they still are. I believe it's gonna go.
Okay, well, see, people are still here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the follow. I appreciated the raid. I hope that you guys had fun watching me judge people and play Warframe. Love you guys, and I'll see you next time. I don't know when, but hopefully soon. Peace, peace, peace. Should I close my stream or should I wait?
You can do either or.
Okay, so like if I stop streaming, it's not gonna cancel the raid.
Well, maybe just wait. I've only done it a couple of times, so just give it a second.
Okay, wait, let's do this.
Oh, it's gone through.
Okay, yay! Let me see how that works.
Welcome in with the raid. What up, Moxie? Robbie Knievel jumping the Grand Canyon. I remember that. That was in the 90s. It was on Fox. Frenchie, welcome in with the raid.
Yep, everyone's there.
I hope you've been well. Welcome to Frenchie stream, don't stop. Much love and respect. Give a big shout out for Anna Frenchie over here. They are top tier over here. I hope you've been well. They have some of the best facial reactions to things that I've seen on Twitch, hands down. Definitely show them some love. Definitely hope you're having a great week.
Oh no, not him showing my face.
Get yourself some good rest, and I appreciate the raid. Fox was different back then. They were.
Yo, why you always put me on the spot like this?
Are you able to find copies with like captions, or do you speak Japanese and you're able to read that stuff? Hear it, understand it. Putting me on the stop like this. Damn, like, you killing it out there, boys. Really appreciate you.
All right. Well,
Dave Barry.
I did my first raid. I think it went well.
What up, Sleepyhead Dre, another top tier.
And you did your first mod.
Yeah, I know. I think you're my first mod. I think I have other mods, but because I don't stream a lot, and like nobody really works. Because I don't think you're my first mod. I'm pretty sure I had to like promote some people before because people were being mean and racist in my chat, but I was too busy playing a game and I couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has happened to me before. And that in that case, I'm pretty sure I had to promote someone at that time to handle it.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the life of a person of color online. It's great. It's so
I understand now, being Jewish and Mexican.
Jewish and Mexican. Do you go through a lot of anti-Jewish sentiment because of what Israel is doing?
I get a lot of just Jewish anti-sentiment in general, not necessarily because of what Israel is doing. But I don't know. I don't really. Maybe it's because I don't am around like assholes like that, and so I keep to myself. I don't really get bothered in that sense.
Yeah, because I know that like anti-Semitism is on the rise because I mean not I
Yeah.
mean yeah no because Israel is being absolutely terrible, and I feel like a lot of people conflate anti-Semitic Jewish like normal Jewish people with Zionists.
Yeah.
And me
I
personally, I make a big difference because those are not the same. To me, at least. I
yeah.
don't know about you, but like to me, a Zionist is
I
somebody who
agree. I
believes that
agree.
genocides.
Like I'm ethnically Jewish. I'm not religiously Jewish and stuff. So there is a difference, but I will say interestingly, at least being Mexican wise, I'm like the Christina Aguilera of Mexican people. It's like